Hello, Jets fans from the tri-state area and around the world. I am Midnight Mike. This is the Midnight Mike Show coming to you from the Long Island Sound. And I'll tell you what, I don't know how it is for the rest of the tri-state area, but this was our first nice warm day. Now, granted, there's still a foot or more of snow on the ground, but it's melting like crazy because today we reached 50 degrees. And I don't know about you guys, but that was a nice day. A nice day to enjoy, and I did enjoy it. My daughter had her 6th birthday party. Her birthday was like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, but today was her actual birthday party. I had family coming in from New Jersey. We'll see them again tomorrow, and I'm thrilled. I got up on my roof and was able to patch a thing up. I feel like I did a lot today. Went out to dinner, had an outstanding dinner, buffalo wings, a bacon cheeseburger cooked to perfection. So I'm in a great mood tonight. Folks. And we actually have some Jets news to talk about, which is quite exciting. A big trade. We got JJ Jermaine Johnson, no longer a New York Jet. And we got T'Vondre Sweat coming into the Jets. We're going to talk about all that on tonight's show. The Devils won tonight, our first win since the Olympic break. We came off the Olympic break watching all these Devils play so great, and then they just once again come back in that Devils uniform. I don't know what it does to them, but it doesn't do great things. But we got to win tonight, beating the St. Louis Blues. Feeling good about that. Tonight, I'm in a good mood, folks. I hope you're in a good mood. We're going to get this show started, and what I want you to do while we start this show is hit that thumbs up button and show your support. Share the show if you can. Let people know that we are live. We'll get to your calls. We'll get to my co-host and all of that. But we are officially starting the show right now. Now, do not forget, folks, along with hitting that like button, which is free, super chats. It's the last show of the month. Let's boost it. Let's get some super chats in there and become a channel member. It's less than a cup of coffee a month to become a channel member, a member of the Midnight Mafia. And look at that comment section, folks, because you are voting again tonight to see which show we will do a watch along of. Not that I think it's going to be that big of a surprise, because when it's there, Family Feud with Richard Dawson always wins, and we have a great time doing that. You guys and myself all get together and we answer the questions and have a great time. But there are other options. You got Nickelodeon Guts, the Newlywed Game, and Supermarket Sweep. Let's see if someone can pull off the upset over Family Feud, but we will see. That's later in the show. Let's bring in my co-host, the Beavis to my butthead, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Matty Jets. How you doing, Matty?
I'm all right. There must be something in the air. I've been sneezing my ass off for the last hour.
Shit, is that spring pollen already kicking?
Dude, it's 70 degrees here today.
Well, we got 50, so I'm not mad at
you. Right?
Yeah.
No, I don't know what it is. It's funny. I was looking into this and I was doing some research, and I was like, man, I'm always coughing and sneezing and shit. I'm gonna spend the money and get a couple really nice air purifiers for the house. I hear it does wonders for you. So Maybe I'll be
Possibly.
able to breathe again. What's up, Joey? We got to talk about this trade because it sure tells us a lot about what's going to happen in April.
Well, Maddie, I'll tell you what,
Sure.
I would love for one person, and I mean, it could be you, or it could be someone in the comments section. I'd like one person to come in here and look. I love Jermaine Johnson. I loved him on this team. I thought he was an asset to this team. But I would like, and I wish him well. But I'd like one person to come in here and tell me that this wasn't a steal for Muji.
Oh, absolutely. How could you say that with a straight face?
I mean, it's the way I'm looking at it is, and this is not just my opinion. A lot of people agree with how great this trade actually was. Tavondre Sweat is not only a couple years younger, he's earlier in his rookie deal, which is going to save us around $10 million in cap space. So not only did we get and his stats are actually better.
Yeah.
He is actually ranked a better defensive.
We were probably going to draft an edge rusher with number 2. Now I guarantee it's Bane. And fine. I mean, this is perfect. I am definitely becoming a big believer in Muji knowing his shit and doing the right thing for this team.
I mean, between last year with trading out Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams to get all of these picks, and loading us up in this year and next year's draft. This year alone, and next year's draft is even better because we have 3 first-rounders. But this year, 4 picks in the top 44, and that's on Darren Muji.
Oh, yeah.
And now he takes a great player who we were going to have to pay, okay, coming off an injury, and trades him for a
great player,
top defensive tackle on his rookie deal, saving us $10 million more, which we can use in cap space.
I mean, this draft is clearly we're going to set up for the quarterback we're drafting in 27, and I love it. I think it's fantastic. I can't get as excited and as wound up as Giants fans who think that they're just going to the Super Bowl next year, but I can see the sun coming out from behind the clouds is how I would say it.
Yeah, it's well, okay. If I haven't been doing a lot of checking on Giants Twitter or Giants social media.
I have a lot of friends, and they do. Hey, Jerome,
I do too, but I mean, I haven't been.
They all act like, getting Harbaugh was that one missing thing, and I'm like, slow down.
Oh yeah, ask them how getting the one missing thing, Aaron Rodgers. We were just missing a quarterback.
Yeah, we were just missing a quarterback, and I had that work out.
Brian, channel member coming in. I'm happy that you got your stickers. Brian says, hope I don't fall asleep midstream. I hope you don't either. We're gonna have a good time tonight.
We're setting our clocks forward next week too. How fast it's gone by? Yeah, it's next Saturday.
Maddie, it has not gone. Maybe for you, but we have had the blizzard of 26 over and over again. And it's been miserable. I can't wait for this all to be over.
I'm really hoping, like I say, people think I'm kidding. I have a vacation the week of St. Patrick's Day next month, and I really hope we get a blizzard.
Oh, unfortunately, my break is the week before that. So I may do an extra show or two. I may come on here. May not have anything to do with the Jets. I mean, obviously, our Saturday and Monday shows are going to have to do with the Jets. Abe, where did you go? We just had Honest Abe in there, and I was about to get to him, and then he disappeared. Abe, get back in here, buddy.
But yeah, it's I'm really. It just feels like it's strange to see Jets news and not go, what now? You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, all right, cool. Like, okay, fuck you, YouTube user.
See, the first thing I saw, boys. The scary thing though, Maddie, is the first thing I saw was Jermaine Johnson traded. And I was like, oh no, like what did we do here?
I woke up and I was just like, oh, come on now. What? But then I was like, oh, wait, this is all right.
Yeah, it's all right. You're damn right. Hit the like button, folks. It's free. Help me out.
My Rangers are in last place.
Dude, I was picking up my daughter's birthday cake today. And the kid who was doing the carts looks at me, he goes, I'm not a Devils fan, but I can't talk because I'm a Rangers fan. And I go, don't worry, man.
It's bad.
I was like, I'm not going to talk trash either. I was like, because unless it was the first month and a half of the season, I have no room.
Yeah. And what really sucks is Vinny Trocheck's my favorite Ranger, and it's looking like he's going to get traded here. And I'm like, God damn it.
Well, that's all speculation. We'll see what happens with that. Valerie, our first lady channel member, comes in and says, bye-bye, JJ. Maybe the Titans will love love you like we did. There you go. Scott Black, resident Dolphins fan in the house. What's up, Mike? Good to see you, Scott. Rock on, Devils. Thank you, Joey. Hey, we got the win tonight. You know, a win is a win is a win, and I'll take it. Resident Buffalo Bills fan, Chris in the house. Nice. My Sabres are putting the beats on Tampa tonight. Yeah, we lost to the Sabres the other night. 5-1 at the end of the second. Sup, Maddie? Rock and roll.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep talking about this Jets thing. Let's bring in. We have a few members of the Midnight Mike Show family tree. People who have been with us the whole time, people I've done other shows with, and things like that, and are very special to me and Maddie. And we got one right now that hasn't been on in a while. I want to get his thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe even on the draft from his studio, not in a shady car. Ladies and gentlemen, Honest Abe.
Let's go.
Whoa.
How you doing, man?
Nobody must be home right now.
I'm on vacation this week, so
Attaboy.
my daughter, super talented, super athlete. Not from my side of the family. She is a superstar gymnast, one of the top in the state. So they had a meet this weekend down in Fort Lauderdale, which my wife had to go and take her, and the rest of the kids. So she's
got a quiet place to record.
It's me and my 14-year-old son. We've been just playing Madden for the last 3 days. It's the best.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
It's the best. So yeah, I got the whole house. He's out at a event that I got to pick him up in about a couple hours. And yeah, we just out here chilling.
Well, Abe, look, I don't know when the last time we talked to you was. But I mean, we have so much, I guess, to catch up on in your thoughts with the New York Jets. But let's start off with the most recent news, the trade of, and once again, I will repeat this, folks, and I'm sure all of you feel the same way. Love Jermaine Johnson. Like, he was a great player and everything, and I would have been pissed off if we got rid of him for anything less than what we got. Honest Abe, your thoughts on the trade? Devondre Sweat coming to the Jets from the Titans, and Jermaine Johnson headed to Tennessee.
It makes so much sense on so many levels. Like, realistically, the Jets are probably taking an edge rusher at 2 no matter what. So now you're going to say we're bringing in this guy, number 2, to be a rotational guy with JJ, with Will McDonald, in a scheme that, honestly, for JJ isn't going to work. They're switching over to the 3-4, and all signs are pointing to that. For that 3-4, you're going to have Will McDonald as one of your outside linebackers, and you need a big body in the middle. That's exactly what Sweat is. He didn't fit in Tennessee anymore. He fits perfectly into a 3-4 system, which what the Jets are going to be running their base out of. We don't have too many player for player trades anymore. This is a scheme for scheme win-win trade. And on top of it, JJ was not going to be back next year. We gain space in the salary cap on it as well, which we already had plenty of space, but now we gain even more space.
Yep.
Now we're filling the need at D tackle, at nose tackle. We were going to be filling JJ's spot with another edge rusher at 2 anyway. So we're gaining 2 players instead of just gaining 1 and doubling down on that position. Muji's has been absolutely killing it with the trade market.
Yeah, and not only that, but is it me, or I feel like Muji knew his target, okay? He saw Robert Saleh, the guy who brought in Jermaine Johnson, sitting there, and look, Jermaine Johnson could have a great career going forward, and if he plays to his abilities, he will. But the problem is that you now have to pay him. He's coming off an injury, and we're getting the hell. Now, once again, this all could come back and bite us right in the ass.
And he had a bad year last year. JJ
did
not have a great year last year.
Yeah,
he's supposed to be this elite, not elite pass rusher, but an elite edge setter, really good run defender. Should be able to get to the quarterback. Had a pretty rough season last year. Is on the last year of his contract, and let's not forget, he came in as an older prospect as it is, coming off of a major injury now, and had major injuries in college. That's what made him drop as it is. So I think this is, God, I'm going to get killed for this, but this is very Patriot-esque of getting rid of a guy too soon before it's too late.
Yeah. I'm all for this. I told Maddie earlier, I don't know if you heard me. The first thing I saw was Jermaine Johnson traded. And I was kind of pissed off, because I like to give my guys, I like to give Jets the benefit of the doubt. I like Jermaine Johnson. But then when I saw what we got for him, a younger player, cap space,
well, to be fair, how many times do you see Jets news and it's some shit where you're like, fuck, now what? You know what I mean?
Correct. That's what I thought.
Well, that's why when you see Jermaine Johnson traded, you're like, what did they get for him? A kicker? Like, you know what I mean? Like, did they get like a 15th round pick that's not real, that they didn't know that the draft doesn't go that deep? So yeah, I totally know where you're coming from, just seeing the
Yeah,
headline.
and I mean, once again, and if we're switching, our defensive schemes, this works better anyway. So, and we need, like you said, Abe, we needed a big guy to stuff the run. It's
a perfect fit. I want to speak on what Rusty Spooner's talking about here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sonny Styles at number 2, and then later he writes edge at number 2 isn't 100%. I agree with you that edge at number 2 is not 100%. To me, it comes down to 2 players and 2 players only, and they're both from Ohio State. The pick has to either be Arvell Reese or Sonny Styles. There are massive upsides with both those guys. Both those guys have relatively low floors, but the biggest knock on both of those guys is Jets history. It's Darren Lee, it's Vernon Golston. We're going to get those. They're the same mock-up kind of player, Lee to Styles and more Reese to Golston. But those are the two, to me, the 2 most absolute guarantees in this draft. And drafting a middle linebacker like Styles at 2 overall does seem like early positionally, and I get that, but he's not going to be there at 16. And if you can get a stud middle linebacker that's going to lead this defense for years to come, when realistically we don't have one. Jermaine Sherwood is not that guy. If you can get that guy, I have a hard time passing on it. That said, I still have Arvell Reese ahead of him because I think the guy is just an absolute freak. And I know he didn't show up the last couple games of the season, but I think the overall tape of him in his Ohio State career has been so elite. He's the guy. They don't run towards him. He's the guy that gets circled on every play. How do we stop this guy? If we take Sonny Styles, I'm very happy with it. If we take Arvell Reese, I'm doing backflips.
All right. Well, that's good. Real quick, hold on. I want to get to a few of these. YouTube user, the Jets abuser, bring back Metz. Metz is back. He's been doing the Family Feud. He's been doing the game shows with me at the end of the show, and he's actually in the green room now. So we will bring him on. Do not worry. He's one of our boys, 100%. Joey Oliver, channel member. Giants go to the Super Bowl. They'll need tickets. I don't understand. What do you mean?
No, he's saying that the Giants
need tickets to go to the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Rusty Spooner again is in the house. What's up, Mike and Maddie and Gangrene fam? Real quick, guys, do me a favor. Hit that like button and vote. Vote in the poll for the end of the show. Both of those things are free. It's free to hit that thumbs up button, guys, that like button. Maddie's dog is even telling you.
Dog is very much liking the show. Button.
But I want to talk more Jets while we have Abe, which is great. Abe, our quarterback situation. We've been hearing so much from Derek Carr to Kyler Murray it's been going all over the place. Even Kirk Cousins, which me and Maddie are against. What are your thoughts?
Well, you said our quarterback. I didn't know we have a quarterback problem. We don't. There is no quarterback. If you don't have a quarterback, you don't have a problem.
I guess you're right. I think you're right.
That's the goal. Like, let's franchise Brees and let's just run the Wildcat the entire season. Like, the hell with it. Realistically, there's no quarterback on the market right now that anybody's going to be excited about. There's nobody out there that's going to be now we're a playoff team. It's not there. We have to decide, do we want to try and compete this year and win 7-8 games, be ballpark, or do we want to suck again and have another top 3 pick and get a quarterback this time? And it sucks to say, like, the best thing for the franchise is probably to get another top 3 pick. It sucks. It's really tough. And we've been going through it forever. And what's one more year though? We've sucked for so long. What's more? Do you want to get Kyler and win 6-7 games and now we pick?
We're not going to win 6-7 games with Kyler Murray.
I don't think there's a quarterback out there who's going to get us that.
I think of the quarterbacks that people are talking about, Derek Carr is the one that would get us the most wins.
Right.
But hold on. But looking at our opponents, looking at our opponents for next year, that just means that instead of getting 3 wins, we get 5. We're still going to have a top pick, and we have so many picks going into next year that we could easily trade up and get any quarterback that we want.
I hate that argument. I hate the argument of, oh, let's just trade up and get one. Well,
I'm not saying I want to, but I'm saying if worst comes to worst, in the next year's draft, we can do whatever we want.
So here's why I don't agree with that. With the whole, we're guaranteed at least the ability to trade up. Because what if we want a guy in the top 3? There's 3 quarterbacks, and we're picking 7. Hey, let's just go.
We're not picking 7. Our schedule, our opponents. Okay, our schedule is not out yet. Our opponents are. There is no way that this team, which got 3 wins this year, gets more than 4 or 5 next year at their best. It's just not going to happen.
I agree with Abe though that the we can just trade up. Why can't we just trade up this year? The team that has the quarterback we want won't trade with us. The trade up is not a guarantee, is what I think.
No, you're correct. It's not a guarantee. But my point is that this year there's only one quarterback in this draft that you would want to trade up to the number 1 spot to get. Next year, there's several quarterbacks that you can trade up and get into the top 3 or 4 if we're not already there. We're probably going to be there.
So we're saying that now, a whole year away from it. But a year ago, we were talking about Garrett Nussmeier and Drew Aller and all these other guys that are they're day 3 picks now. So all these guys, Dante Moore, I'm still a big believer in Dante Moore, and I think he should have been drafted this year because his stock isn't going to go any higher. But what if he has a terrible season? What if now he's this year's Garrett Nussmeier, where now maybe he's a 2nd round pick at best, maybe he's a day 3 pick. Who the hell knows?
Well, so are you fully saying that we should completely tank 2027? Because Aaron Glenn doesn't keep his job, and I want to see Aaron Glenn succeed. That's my thing. And once again, even at their best, I don't think Aaron Glenn. I think when we hired Frank Reich, which once again, we haven't talked to you about any of this, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. I think when we hired Frank Reich as our offensive coordinator, we hired the guy who's going to take over for Aaron Glenn week 7, 8, 9, or 10.
Probably. That's probably the case. And it's not fair to Aaron Glenn.
No,
I hope not.
When you give a guy there's no roster, right? You trade away their best 2 players and you go, oh, how come we sucked?
Yeah, that's 100% correct.
We traded our best players away. We had a bad roster as it is and traded our graded assets away. Now you're going to go into this year with still a pretty crappy roster, still with less quarterback than you had last year, and be like, well, why aren't we winning anything? Well, we don't have the roster in place. If you want this to work for Glenn, there has to be a leash. A long leash. There has to be giving him the opportunity to
build his team.
When I started podcasting 10 years ago, and as bad as I am now, I was so much worse. And I've always given credit.
You can get worse than this.
It's amazing. I know. I gave so much credit to the guy that gave me my first opportunity for dealing with my suck, right? You have to do the same thing with Aaron Glenn. You got to deal with the suck, knowing he's got no real opportunity to win. If we're talking about, hey, 5 wins next year is probably a big win for us. Well, if that's what you're saying about a roster, how can
you blame the coach for that?
How can you blame the coach for that? You can't. And this all that we sucked the last 5 years, it was embarrassing and all that. Who cares? A loss is a loss. It doesn't matter. Aaron Glenn is doing what we wanted him to do. If we would have won 2 of those last games and now we're not picking 2nd, now we're picking 6th overall, he'd be getting run out of town. Why are you winning those last couple of games when you're going to need to? So the guy's in a no-win position.
I agree. And it's essentially, it's like telling someone, make me a cup of tea in a house where the water's turned off. How's he supposed to succeed when, again, like Abe said, the best players are getting traded? Cool, for draft picks. You have to give him time because you cannot hold him accountable for a team that can't catch a cold.
Robert Sala's biggest, not his biggest knock, but a big knock for him was he went all in on the Zach Wilson basket, right? He went all in that.
Burned him.
Zach Wilson failed, so Robert Saleh failed. You haven't given Aaron Glenn a quarterback to build off of yet. So how can you say?
And I think that most owners around the NFL would give Aaron Glenn the chance to build his team and give him a couple years. But unfortunately, we are saddled with Woody Johnson, and he's impatient. And as many times as Darren Muji or Aaron Glenn go to him and say, look, we're trying to build something. We are going to suck for at least 2 years. And in our third years, when we're finally going to start clawing and turning it around and things like that. And Woody Johnson can say, oh, yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Fuck, Woody Johnson he's so impatient and so just I just think he'll get tired of being embarrassed, and at some point in the next season, when we're 1-8, he's going to can Aaron Glenn, and then in 2027, we're going to start seeing the effect that Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji had on this team, and we're going to look back. And granted, we may end up with Mike Tomlin, who knows, but we're going to start seeing that turnaround, and we're all going to look back and go, Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji had a plan. And I don't think Muji's going anywhere. I think Muji's doing a great job. But
I think that we're never going to get an established coach, because no coach is going to want to work for Woody Johnson and know that if he has a bad first 3 weeks, that he might be out the door. Mike Tomlin's not coming here. Hell, Mike McCarthy didn't want to come here. No coach wants to come here. We talk every coaching cycle, which, by the way, Robert Saleh is going to win Coach of the Year this year. I can almost damn near guarantee it. But we go.
I don't.
Why
think
wouldn't
so.
he?
But we go through every coaching cycle. Like, how come we're only getting first-year guys? How come we're only getting like super retreads that have done nothing, or first-year guys? Because nobody established or accomplished wants to come and work for Woody Johnson. And it's never going to happen. Our only hope is that an Aaron Glenn, or who's ever after him, if Woody fires him this year, we hit, right? That's the only hope. We're going to keep throwing darts at the wall and hoping that one sticks. That's the only way we're going to end up with an accomplished coach.
Would you eat a cannoli for YouTube user, the Jets abuser?
I'm fat and I love food, so that's a terrible question.
Oh, okay. All right. And our Pittsburgh Steelers correspondent, Jay, is in the house. He says, y'all don't want Mike Tomlin.
Okay.
He used to call him a terrorist every week.
Okay.
Mike Tomlin is going to want way more power in the organization like he had in Pittsburgh.
Take it. Take all the power. What kind of stupidity is that?
Well, no, but
we've had this discussion with him like so many times.
No, but the thing is you're right. Mike Tomlin, money talks first and foremost. And if Woody Johnson and Darren Muji go to Mike Tomlin after this season with enough money and enough whatever, they may be able to talk him into it. I don't know. But my point is that I would take Mike Tomlin any day. And I know he hated him. He's a Steelers fan. He's always bitching about, God, we only just make the playoffs and we never win. And we had to keep reminding him that you're talking to Jets fans, and we would take that any day of the week. But Steelers fans are their own separate entity. But Abe, I'm telling you, man, I really hope that Woody Johnson, because I hope Woody Johnson can be patient with Aaron Glenn, because what Muji is doing and what Glenn's doing, I'm sure they're talking about it together with the amount. And I had been saying this all last season with Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji's when they were first hired. I said, if they can get us, I don't care wins or losses or whatever. My main thing is get us draft picks and get us cap space. And they have done that way more than I ever expected.
So I actually have some breaking news for you guys. This is one not to be, that guy or anything, but before I came on here, I actually talked to Woody Johnson. This is crazy.
Okay.
It's nuts. So I actually talked to Woody Johnson right before I came on, and I recorded the conversation like I always do. And I said, Mr. Johnson, of course, Johnson & Johnson, is Aaron Glenn going to coach for the whole season? And here's the audio of what he said.
Oh, hell no.
Nah, he's gone.
He's out. Woody Johnson sounded extra black and ladylike on that phone call, huh?
I don't know if you're allowed to say that anymore.
I can say whatever I want. This is the Midnight Mike Show. My name's on the show. Yeah, I shouldn't let other people on who have control over the soundboard. That's my big mistake.
I don't even remember. I got 8 buttons here. I don't remember what all of them are. So you might just hear like our old closing every now and then, Ema. You know, who knows what's gonna happen?
Well, yeah, exactly. Who knows what's gonna happen? So what do you want to do at quarterback then? What is your plan?
I want competency. Like that's all I want. Like I would love.
What does that entail? What does that entail?
Give me Kirk Cousins. Give me Andy Dalton. Give me a guy that you know what you're getting out of him, that is going to be borderline mid at best with no expectations. You bring Kyler Murray in, and Kyler with all this pay and all this athletic ability, and everyone's going to think like, oh, maybe he can turn around, maybe change the scenery, maybe he can be that guy again. Give me Kirk Cousins and his boring 3,200 yards of passing, 50% completion rate. Just give me the basic minimum.
Hold on. Now, I'm not even going to give you the answer because me and Maddie completely agree. Maddie, tell him why we don't want Kirk Cousins.
Just because of the way he basically strung the Jets along to get the Vikings to pay more money and just insulted the organization. I know it's silly, but I don't think he will help us win. You know what I mean? I don't think he's an upgrade. He's not the guy that's, going to come in here and fix shit. And if we're going to lose and suck ass anyways, let's not give money to somebody who basically embarrassed us on the whole stage of NFL football. So
we let Darrelle Revis come back after he did that to us multiple times.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. Fuck Darrelle Revis.
I'm just saying, if I believed that we could sign Kirk Cousins, draft the next 2 years and be a legit team and keep Kirk Cousins, I'd be like, fine, we can do this. But that's not the case. And I just won't forgive him for the way he handled, negotiations and shit. And it's petty. It's completely personal on my end. I know that, but absolutely not. I don't want, there's a reason Kirk Cousins has bounced around so much. Absolutely not, in my opinion.
Has he bounced around though?
Well, he's gone from where?
Washington, Minnesota, Pro Bowl quarterback, Atlanta, big payday, and obviously, fell off the face of the earth. Like,
yeah, but you know what? And once again, I want to clear up. I love Darrelle Revis, but when he left the Jets and went to the Patriots and won a Super Bowl and then came back to the Jets, he wasn't the same to me. He wasn't. He'll never be. He'll
I
never
didn't
be
rep
held.
his jersey after.
He was all about the money. He was
okay, great. Yeah, then that's fine. And he's an all-time Jet. He's a Hall of Famer. Revis Island, all that stuff. But he will never be held like a Klecko to me. Like, it will just never be the same as like a Namath or a Klecko. And I understand
his legacy.
I understand Namath went to the Rams, but that was because he was just washed up terrible and just still wanted to play a season of football. But like Revis in like his towards the end of his prime went to the Patriots and then came back and expected me to feel exactly the same about him. And I like him, whatever. But that really fucking grinded my gears.
See, all I want from the quarterback is a professional that our expectations are low. I don't want a guy that the narrative is going to be, with a change of scenery, like we have with Fields. If we have a change of scenery, maybe he can figure it out. If Kyler Murray has a change of scenery, maybe he can go back to his old ways. I don't want that. I want an old veteran that we know. Look, the team sucks. We're not making the playoffs. We're not going to be that. We're not going to be that team. So let's just have a guy that we know he'll play 12 to 15 games. He'll be borderline mid at best, and we'll just do the thing. And then we'll
hold on. We got a few for you. First off, address Pavia.
Dude, I would love Pavia is a quarterback version of Cam Scadaboo. That guy would be incredible. Now he's more of a gadget kind of guy, especially early on. He's going to need a ton of developing, but we have so much draft capital. I would love Pavia. Love Pavia. What
about Mariota and Rusty Spooner?
Mariota is Kirk Cousins, different style of play, but you're getting the same thing. I'm fine with Mariota. He's a guy where the level of expectation is if he has a great season, he's going to be mid. And that's all you can expect. We're not going to be a good team with him as your starting quarterback.
You guys are you got Sean in here agreeing with you. Give me more mediocrity in Kirk. And then we have another Pava. Let me just check here. Everybody else has written Cousins a check. Why not the Jets?
I mean, the Jets pretty much did, didn't they?
Well, they were going to. Darrell Revis wanted a Super Bowl ring and money. Wouldn't you? No, I correct. I'm not saying I'm not saying I disagree with what he did. What I'm saying is, if loyalty means a lot to me, and so that will hold him always below those guys who just wanted to be Jets. Once they became a Jet, they stayed a Jet and didn't. If they leave when they're already washed up or whatever, that's one thing. Same with like I hold Curtis Martin higher than I hold Darrell Revis. Curtis Martin was a Patriot, but he came to the Jets and just jetted. And I don't mean jetted in the bad way that we all talk about, but he was a Jet. And so it's just that always gets my go. And I know it's get my goat, but if the people in the know will know what I'm talking about, but it gets my go. So it just, I don't know. There's a lot. What do you think of the Frank Reich hire?
I mean, Frank Reich's mid. I mean, he's the definition of the best coaching we can get. I did not like firing Tanner Engstrom. I didn't like it at all. I know why we did it, because Aaron Glenn needed not necessarily a scapegoat, but he needed a regime change somewhere on the offensive side. And I didn't like getting rid of him. Frank Reich is like, okay, he would have been a great hire 3-4 years ago for Saleh. That would have been great. It's like, we all know, like, I don't think people realize how smart Jets fans are. We know Frank Reich is in the building just for when Glenn gets fired midway through the year. They already have a guy with head coaching experience that's going to do the thing. Frank Reich's still running offenses from 7 years ago. Frank Reich was a good head coach because he had Andrew Luck. Like, that's when he was a good head coach. Frank Reich got fired from Carolina like 3 weeks into the season because like, oh, we have a crappy team and this coach can't get the best out of his players. There's the age-old question. Is it Peyton Manning that made Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne, or is it Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne that made Peyton Manning, right? It's the same thing with head coaches and quarterbacks. Is it the quarterback that makes the head coach, or is it the head coach that makes the quarterback? Belichick and Brady, right? Who made who? And sometimes it's both. But obviously Andrew Luck turned Frank Reich into this hot commodity head coach, or this head coach with respect. If Frank Reich was still a top-level head coach, which, mind you, he hasn't been in the league the last couple of years, if he was still that top-level coach, he's not coming to the Jets. Like, let's be real.
I agree with that, but I also disagree in the fact that I think he got saddled with a bunch of things that, he was, I mean, once again, Andrew Luck just upped and retired. He just up and got out of there. And he was then put in a lot of shitty situations. I don't think Frank Reich is a top tier head coach, which is why, actually, he's not a top tier proven head coach, but I think it's hard to say that he couldn't be a good head coach given the right team and circumstances, which I don't think he's ever had in his career, except for that short time with the Colts and Andrew Luck. So
that with the Jets either. He doesn't have the talent.
No, but he's not our head coach. He's not our head coach. I'm not saying like
he's not the head coach, but he's the guy running the offense, with Glenn taking over play calling on the defense and having more of a hand in that. And that's, I think, why they ultimately brought in a guy with more coaching experience, with head coaching experience, to run the offensive side of the ball, because Glenn's not going to be there as much. And Reich is going to have to run that entire show.
Now I'm seeing 37 people watching live. There better be 37 thumbs up because it's free. I can't stress this to all of you guys watching. We do this show for you guys. We love doing it. We love talking to each other, talking to you listeners in the comments, all of that. It's free to hit that thumbs up. Please do it. Do so, folks. It helps me, Maddie, the whole team. Sean comes in, and I love this. Some fans wouldn't mind staying in the basement. Can't we think bigger? And
I'm literally in my basement right now.
No, correct. But it sounds to me, Abe, that you are saying that we should tank this next season.
If you want for the better of the franchise, which would you rather? To have a competitive franchise over the next 7 years, or win 3 more games this year to be crap continuously for the next 7 years again? If it takes 1 more year to get a quarterback then I'm okay with it. Because ultimately, if we are mid at best this year again, when are we ever going to get that quarterback? When are we ever going to have the draft capital that we have to get a quarterback?
That I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at a lot of draft picks, and once again, we have free agent money. So who's going to be free agents next year? Who's going to be free agents the year after that?
I don't think we have to tank. We're just going to be that bad.
No, Maddie, I agree completely.
It's just...
and I know we've had this conversation and argument before. I'm still in favor of trading multiple ones to go get a proven guy like a Joe Burrow. I know you don't agree. We've had the argument, but I'm still there.
And I will address this to those of you who didn't hear this argument before. I am not for getting Joe Burrow only because the guy has had injuries, and to take a guy like that who has had missed multiple seasons with missed games, sometimes almost an entire season, and then expect him to play half his season on MetLife turf, which is known to destroy people and injure people, I think it's just a recipe for disaster. And you're going to be putting out millions upon millions upon millions of dollars to get him here. And what happens if he goes down? It's like if we sign Joe Burrow, it's not going to be for a year. It's not going to be for 2 years. It's going to be a 4 or 5 year contract, and it's going to be big money.
You know what we should have done in this Jermaine Johnson trade? Because I just saw this guy's name. So let me say this first. The quarterbacks in next year's free agency class: Deshaun Watson, pass. Matthew Stafford, he'll be retiring. Baker Mayfield, I don't know. I'm not for it. Justin Fields, fuck off. Yeah, then you have the 3 quarterback: Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Anthony Richardson, probably getting options picked up except for Richardson. And then you have the middle guys, right? Davis Mills, Jacoby Brissett, Sidham, Mac Jones.
So you said this is this year?
This is next year.
Oh, okay, next year.
Jameis Winston, like the same guys every year or so of the bridge quarterback.
Yeah, that's not a great crop.
No, but that's what you're going to get with quarterbacks. Superstar free agent quarterbacks are not there. That's not a thing. You got to draft the right guy. But one name on there that I wish would have been involved with the JJ trade is Will Levis. 2nd round pick from 2 years ago. Big arm, big personality, would probably fit New York very well. That is a guy that lost his opportunity because they were so bad in his rookie year when they didn't have a good coach that they got the 1st overall pick, got Cam Ward. He's never playing there again. Like, realistically, Will Levis is never playing in Tennessee.
No, yeah, you're right.
I would love, in a year like this where we don't have the roster build. You ask me who's my quarterback. Will Levis is the guy I want, because Will Levis is a guy that maybe is a change of scenery guy with high upside. And if he sucks,
yeah, that's what I like about you mentioning Will Levis. If you sign him for a 1 to 2 year deal and he's not going to cost a lot, if we do it right.
He's in the last year of his rookie contract right now.
Okay, so get him in for 1 year and see what happens.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I see that's a good name, because once again, like Maddie just said, it doesn't it's pretty much at a point where no matter who we bring in, and once again, I also wouldn't mind drafting Ty Simpson in a later round or drafting, but no matter who we draft this year, if we end up getting a quarterback in the later round, I don't want them to see the field. That's the last thing I want, is for quarterbacks drafted again to go out their first year and pull and get rattled like Zach Wilson or Sam Darnold.
Can I tell you how frustrated you're about to get? Because
real quick before you say that, what is? Hold on, what are those, Maddie?
Forgot to tell you guys, I got the new shoes because I wait till they go on sale, and I got tiny feet. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you guys, but before I forget, because I have to leave earlier than I'm hoping Abe can stay on long, but I wanted to show those.
I'm about 10:30 to go pick up my kid.
Cool.
Well, we'll be getting into our watch along and all that stuff, and if you guys are in there, make sure to make that vote to see what we are going to be watching along tonight. But I did want to respond to Ryan. Hey, Maddie, I like Thunderstruck from Varsity Blues after John Mox and his 3 friends came out from the strip club.
I did reply, but I think Ryan has me blocked, so he didn't see it, but it was a polite exchange. It's the first time for everything.
That's right here. I agree. Ryan, Thunderstruck is an all-time classic. I've never seen Varsity Blues, which is by the way, if you have never seen the show, my favorite football movie. John Mox, rest in peace, Moxon, Dawson, James Vanderbeek. But no,
It's not my list. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Will Levis, man. You know what? Oddly enough, I haven't seen that name brought up on Twitter like at all.
It makes perfect sense. He makes perfect sense as a trade candidate to a team like the Jets. There's no risk trade. What are you going to trade from? A fifth, a sixth? Cool. For sure. For a 1 year, let's see what you got. If you're good, great. We can re-sign you because he's still young, right? This is only his 4th year in the league. So he's still young enough where you can still develop. And if he sucks, whatever, you're done. We wasted a 5th round pick. No big deal.
Sean comes in and says, so guys, was that 3 wins worth it? Once the Raiders draft Mendoza, another possible future stud slipping through our fingers. Sean, I know you've been here before. I cannot root for the Jets to lose, and I never will. I know the football gods are not friendly to me or the Jets, but if I leave it up to the football gods. If the Jets are meant to get the first overall pick, then they are meant to get the first overall pick. If they are meant to get the second, they're meant to get the second. And that's how I look at it. I just can't sit there and waste an entire season rooting for my team to lose.
I believe Mendoza had the option to go back to college this year also. And if the Jets were picking first overall, he'd be going back to school.
I didn't know that.
If the Jets were drafting number 1 overall, every single quarterback would be
Peyton Manning all over again.
Yeah, we're going back. But you've already been here for 4 years. Yeah, I'm going to come back for 5 or 6. You know,
Chambliss, whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah.
Oh, here's what I was saying. I forgot. Here's what I was saying. Was really going to piss us off. I don't think Ty Simpson even makes it to 16, and we're going to be eating crap forever because he's going to go to the Rams, who's going to use their high pick that they have from the Falcons and draft Ty Simpson, let him sit for a year behind Stafford, let him learn under McVay, and in 3 years, he's going to be a Pro Bowl quarterback. And not like this Tyler Huntley.
Do you think they'll take him that high?
Yeah, you think he'll go in the first round?
Wow.
100%. 100%.
Okay. That's going to be something to watch.
Because when is the next time the Rams are going to have a pick in the top 15?
It's a fair question.
Scott says Reich has been a better OC than head coach. And Rusty Spooner says, didn't Reich win a Super Bowl with the Eagles as the offensive coordinator?
Yeah, they had a stacked roster.
Well, correct. But once again, I think we are definitely doom and glooming, which is fine. We're Jets fans. And I also think that we do forget what this team does have. Okay. We have a number 1 wide receiver. We have a great up and coming tight end who got nothing but better throughout the season. We have a great offensive line. We have, as of now, we have Breece Hall, but I don't know how that's looking. And we'll go to Abe on that in a minute. But in the back, we still have Braylon Allen. And I still have high hopes that AD Mitchell could be a good 3 or 4. I still have hopes that Isaiah Williams will be a great kick punt returner and maybe a good 3-4 receiver. We have some good stuff on the offense. It's definitely the defense, which sucks because our defense was so good a couple years ago, but it's definitely our defense where more holes need to be filled in this upcoming draft. But let's talk about Breece Hall real quick, Abe. What are your thoughts?
You got to keep him. You have to keep him no matter what. No matter what. I know he's pouting all the time. He hates being here. I get it. You know what, bro? You're going to make $11 million on the franchise tag. Run your ass off and go get yourself another contract. Or get traded midway through the season this year, which if you're on the franchise tag, you can still get traded. Dude, just shut up, sign your deal, and let's go play ball. We should have traded him at the deadline last year. And once that trade was not made, it was a guarantee he has to come back, because if he doesn't come back, now you're just idiots. Now you're just throwing away guys for nothing.
Yep.
He has to be here no matter what. They're going to franchise tag him. It sucks for him. That is what it is. Argue it with the CBA, argue with your union that they shouldn't have franchise tags anymore. That's the rules of the game. You're going to have to deal with it. He'll be franchise tagged. They'll probably try and work something out with him, would be my guess. But ultimately, if they don't, he doesn't want to be here, and they're having another bad season, which I think we all expect, trade deadline time again, I can see his name, on that trade mill and being moved somewhere.
I mean, tell me what you think. I talked to Maddie about this. I don't know if it was last week, but I think it will be very, very obvious whether Brees really wants to be a Jet or not, because what guy doesn't want to get his first real contract off his rookie deal? What guy doesn't want to have millions of dollars sitting in his bank account? If he wants money, if he wants millions of dollars and he wants that first, big contract, he's signing with the Jets this offseason. Because if the Jets are going to franchise tag him anyway, and he knows he's going to be on the Jets, then he's just playing a waiting game. And if they franchise tag him, he's not signing with the Jets. If they have to franchise tag him in order to keep him on this team next year, that's the last year we're going to see Brees Hall on the New York Jets. And I don't think he'll tank, because obviously he's playing for a contract. But I think it'll be very clear if he wants to be a New York Jet or not. If he wants to be, he will sign that big money deal this offseason.
Well, he's got, I think, until March 3rd. Like, that's the deadline for either they're tagging him or he signs the deal.
Well, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so we'll find out.
If he does not sign a deal with the New York Jets, that's it. This will be his last season with the Jets, and he clearly doesn't want to be here.
We'll see.
Stop buying his jerseys, all of that stuff.
Never buy a running back jersey until after.
Fair enough.
Yeah, until they hit the Hall of Fame, then buy them.
Yeah, give me all the Curtis Martin jerseys.
Curtis Martin. Give me those Sanders jerseys, those Barry Sanders jerseys.
Hell, I'll take a Leon Washington because I love the guy now. But like,
Rusty Spooner also has a good point, because we have the Colts pick not only this year but next year, and he's saying people are forgetting how terrible the Colts are going to be. 100%. They really might only win 2 games next year. They have a brutal schedule, and I think we play them also. So it could be the Colts getting a number 1 or number 2 pick, and that ends up falling to the Jets.
And who knows with Dallas? I mean, realistically, like Dallas at any point can. Brian Schottenheimer is their head coach. Like at any time, the Cowboys can take an absolute dump. And realistically, and this is crazy, but like, there's a world where the Jets pick 3 of the first 10 next year.
It's not inconceivable.
Could you imagine?
And
like, could you imagine us sitting here next year?
Like Roger Goodell would be like he would break some rule or something to fuck us out.
No, because we'd still screw up all the pick. We'd take a kicker somewhere in there.
Get that ace number 1 punter with the first one.
Yeah. We draft a guy next year that was already drafted this year. It'd be such a
luckily, I think with McNamara, we're good at not drafting a punter.
Hopefully.
In the first round. Scott Black, a Dolphins fan. Jets should get Tua. Nobody should get Tua. I don't want to see a man die on the field.
Tua should just go live his life and wear a helmet.
Live for his family. That's what I say.
The guy goes surfing with a helmet on.
Dude, so my granddaughter had a piece of her skull removed, and she has this cute pink helmet with little barrettes on it. Tua needs one of those.
Absolutely, he does. I mean, once again, I just don't see anybody signing Tua. Like how could you? Like, I think the Dolphins were playing with fire, letting him continue to play.
Like, that's just crazy. But I mean, the thing is, I mean, how often? I mean, every week or so, every 10 days, you see a new article about some player coming through and being like, "Yeah, I played totally hurt," and they didn't give a shit. The organization, the franchise, does not care about the player. It's just the way of the world, and that's why they let him play. The owners do not give a shit about the player's well-being. They want money and to win games.
Tell me what you guys think of this. Brian, channel member, of course. Thank you for being a channel member, Brian. 3 first-round picks next year. If the Jets are middle of the pack this season, those 3 can still be enough to have an elite defense, which is more valuable than almost any quarterback.
That's not true. That's not true at all. You need a quarterback to win.
I wouldn't say any. Here's what I would say. I wouldn't say any quarterback, but I would say you need them to be at least as good as Mark Sanchez, because from the beginning, and Abe will remember this, I have said that Mark Sanchez, as much as we all love him and as many playoff games as he won, he was as good as the team around him, and he had good weapons around him, and he had an elite defense. So you can't say any quarterback. So you can't say Zach Wilson, but you could say if a quarterback is, if you could win in the NFL with an absolute elite defense and a quarterback as good as Mark Sanchez.
Well, how many
That's what
times
I'm
have we seen the Jets have an amazing defense that plays for 48 minutes a game and dies, and we lose?
But once again, that wouldn't be an elite defense.
No, we've had great defenses that because there's no offense, our great defense is always on the field. So we need an offense with a quarterback. So I'm agreeing with you.
No, but the quarterback has to be, my bar is at least as good as Mark Sanchez.
I'd kill for Mark Sanchez right now.
Yeah, right.
Hey, get him out on the field. He's only 36.
Yeah.
Like, let's get him out there. It's not like, you don't have other guys
things
out
are going very poorly for poor Mark Sanchez right now. My God. But no, we need a quarterback. We need an elite quarterback if it's there to get. This team hasn't had even a competent quarterback in how long? So it's just that you've got to turn it around.
So we go into this year's draft. I believe that we take either Reese or Styles 2 overall with the much higher likelihood of it being Arvell Reese. I think at 16, assuming there's no trades, anything like that, I think we target a wide receiver. I think there's 3 top wide receivers, and I think we hopefully one of them lands to us. That's Carnell Tate, that's Jordan Tyson, and that's Mekhi Lemon. We hope that one of those 3 guys is there. Then at 33, I like CJ Allen, the linebacker out of Georgia, hoping that he's there still. If you're able to get a top-level pass rusher and a top middle linebacker in this year's draft early on with all the capital that we have, you can go into next year's draft still with holes on both offense and defense. Like let's not, we have such a bad roster that there's so many holes throughout the whole thing. So we're still going to have holes going into next year's draft. You don't need to take another top end pass rusher, another top linebacker, a corner to just fill out the defense, because we're going to be able to fill some of those holes this year. And we're going to be able, like in this first round pick next year, hopefully we take a quarterback. Hopefully we have 2 top receivers. We have our offensive line. Yeah, keep stacking up on defense. Get a corner, get a linebacker. We still don't have a guy that plays safety in the NFL. Next year's draft, you can build up on those positions, but you cannot end up the 2027 draft without taking a quarterback with your first pick. It cannot happen.
I agree. We definitely need to develop and bring in a young quarterback and figure that out.
And so, honestly, sign Andy Dalton now to a 2-year contract. Let him play this year and let him coach up whoever it is for next year.
Yes, that's a key, to have a veteran here who can help out a younger guy. 100%.
Don't bring Kirk Cousins for 1 year. You have to make it a 2-year deal. It has to be that.
What do you guys think of what Scott is saying? And by the way, I'm sorry, he's been in here a while and I missed it because we have a Scott sighting, folks. He says if they franchise tag Breece Hall, he will not show up to camp.
I don't believe that to be true anymore.
I think he'll show up.
I don't believe that to be true. Because we're in a day and age now, if guys don't show up, they're only hurting their stock moving forward. No teams are going to want guys like that. They're showing the rest of their guys, I don't want to be around. And it's going to show other teams. If he doesn't show up, he sits out the year, he pulls a Le'Veon Bell. Look at the stupid teams that signed Le'Veon Bell. It was us. All right. No other team pulls that crap.
Yeah, well, what about that fucking douchebag that held out in camp? Someone immediately grabbed him up last year. Why am I blanking out? Well, because he was a Jet for a minute.
Mike Williams?
No. Wow, fuck. Chad, help me out. He held out for so long.
I know what you're talking about. The guy from the Eagles that we got.
Yes.
Reddick.
Yes, Hassan Reddick.
Right.
Like, he didn't have any problem finding places.
Sure, he did. He signed like a $3 million deal with Tampa. Nobody was giving him money that he wanted to go get.
No, probably not the money he wanted to get, but it's not like teams aren't going to sign you. You're getting $1 million for what, a year? Or $3 million for a year or 2?
Pass rushers are different than running backs. Pass rushers are way different than running backs. Kansas City's not going to want you if you're going to bring that negative culture around them.
Laker Nation Jay, our Pittsburgh Steelers guy, we ain't getting Lamar Jackson, and we sure as hell ain't getting Patrick the Almighty Mahomes.
Boys, it is my time, by the way, real quick. I got to go get ready for work. So I want to just say I hope everybody has a good rest of your weekend. Abe, great to have you on for so long, man. It's a really nice change.
Yeah.
And I'll see everybody Monday night, and we'll see what happens. The hockey deadline is approaching too, and if I'm not here, you might need to send a wellness check because things are not going well in Matland. So for sports only. That said, guys, have a great weekend. Great night. Guys, thanks for having me, and I will see you on the next one.
Have a good one, Maddie. Real quick, Scott does say it's all about business. He's not being negative. And then Snowman, what's up, Mike? Good to see you and the crew again. Good to see you, bro. Good to have you in here. All right. Well, usually around this time, I start getting into our watch along, but I'm going to keep Abe on for a little while longer since he has a little bit more time. And I have two people waiting. Mets, are you planning on doing is Family Feud winning? Give me the thumbs up if Family Feud is winning, because it usually always does. I'm just checking to see if this is going to win again, because chances are we're going to be playing the Feud tonight, folks. We're going to be counting how many women Richard Dawson kisses on the mouth. But then Thunderbeast, where are you? I need to introduce Honest Abe to Thunderbeast, but he's nowhere to be found. I see him I see his room in the green room, but he is nowhere. And I want to bring you in, Thunderbeast, but if you're not here, you might lose your spot tonight. Real quick, salutes Maddie, Rusty Spooner. This has been the best opening hour of the Midnight Mike Show in a long while. Well, yeah, because we had Jets stuff to talk about. You know, when there's Jets news, it's a whole different.
There's the elephant in the room, and that's this fat ass elephant is here. So I mean,
oh, that's true. We do have Honest Abe, but Brian's been here long enough. He should know that Honest Abe and Tommy Jets and Sean Neutron are part of the Midnight Mike Show family.
Tommy Jets, where the hell's that guy?
Yeah, where the hell is he? Now we're just hitting buttons at this point.
Oh, that's okay. Well, that's a sad one.
The pick is in.
I got all these fun. I don't know what to do anymore.
No, you know what?
Oh, all right. There's that one. Cool.
No, but the thing is I had Tommy scheduled for like a week ago, and I sent him a message like, oh, because for some reason he can't get in through the link in the comments, which I don't understand. But I told him, I said, listen, I'll send you the link if you need it. And then he didn't get back to me for a little while. And then I didn't check my phone, but he totally messaged me. Yeah, get me the link. I'll come on. And then I was already into doing the show and whatnot. And I usually don't have my phone. So I missed a great night of talking with Tommy Jets. I haven't talked to him in a while since the whole Derek Carr talk. And, I don't think I've talked to him since Frank Reich was signed. It's been a while since I've actually had him on to talk.
I miss Tommy Jets.
The only thing thunder about Beast is the gas that comes out of his ass. Oh, geez. Well, Beast is about to lose his shot. Rashad, I am canceled now. What do you mean you're canceled now? Not here, you're not. Not here, you're not. As a matter of fact, you know what else I found out literally just before because I was so busy all day. My daughter had her birthday party. My family came up from New Jersey. Then we went out to dinner and all this stuff. Then I came home, started to get preparing for the show and whatever. And literally a second before I came on, I started seeing celebrations all over Iran, all over the world of Iranian people. And I found out Ayatollah Khomeini was killed.
Oh, yeah. Big day.
What the fuck? Like, I was like, and I felt so good for the people of Iran in Tehran pulling down, like feeling confident enough to go out and pull down his statues and celebrating and whatever. And I was that made me feel good. It was like when Maduro was taken out of Venezuela and everybody's like saying Venezuela is celebrating and whatever. Like, you got to feel good about things like that.
Well, you got the one guy that's celebrating. He's, just the guy that runs New York City.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, obviously I got a lot of family that's still out there. I tell them regularly, like, we got a lot cheaper housing out here, like in the Metro Detroit area, that you can just live life and enjoy it.
Hold on one sec. Sorry, Abe. I'm just checking stuff out here. Guys, we are going, like I said, we are going to be getting to the game show watch along of the week pretty soon. So vote while you can. Hit the thumbs up button. Both are free. Okay, wait, we got the Beast. So now we'll get to the Beast. And then I'll let Abe go, and then I'll get to Mets, and we'll we'll get to whatever we're doing here.
I do got to ask you a question because it's not a Jets week without ridicule. And of course, I'm talking about Aaron Glenn looking like he falls asleep during the combine.
I saw that. He was looking like Biden, just falling asleep. Now, once again, all I saw was a quick, like, still image. Was there video of this?
Yes.
And does it, in your opinion, was Aaron Glenn asleep?
There's going to sleep and there's dozing off, right? You falling asleep.
So he's dozing.
He looked like he put his hand down and just like, it's been a long night. And if you talk to anybody that's at the combine, it's a lot of repetitiveness. All right, guy, run. Okay. And now the next run. Like there's not like a lot of like, there is no football going on.
And it's all stuff that he could take that film and go watch another time.
Yeah. There's 20 of his scouts there also. So it's a bad look. It's probably the reason why you don't see a lot of coaches there because it's pretty boring. You know, it's numbered. So he put his hand down and them eyes closed for a minute. Look, if anything, it tells me he's a human. Like who cares? He closed his eyes for a couple seconds.
But you know what?
He's a human.
You know what, Abe? It wasn't any other coach that was caught dozing. It was, of course, the clowns of New York, the New York Jets.
Because no other coach goes. No other coach is at the combine.
Fair enough. I mean, I doubt that's true. I doubt there are 0 head coaches except for Aaron Glenn. But my point being is, if anybody was going to get caught, it was going to be the coach of the New York Jets. Yeah. Abe, man, be prepared for this one. I don't know if you know Thunderbeast, but you're about to. Ladies and gentlemen, he's coming in. He's going to rant. He's going to rave. He's going to give us his thoughts, and he's probably going to quote Andrew Dice Clay, the Thunderbeast.
Well, Aaron Glenn sleeping on the job? Wow! Somebody needs to go get him his binky and his nice, nice pillow so he can go back to sleep. Well, that's bound to happen. Well, that was definitely a nice little gesture there. But unfortunately, Jermaine Johnson, thank you for being here. But unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to you. We have to move on to other things. And this, hey, Scott Foster, get the fuck out my face, or I'm going to kick you in the ass and send you on a one-way ticket right straight to Iran, you prick.
Yeah, you and Scott just don't get along.
Back to business.
I want to see you and Scott have a beer together.
No, I can't drink.
Oh, okay. A Coca-Cola.
Can't do that anymore.
A Coca-Cola. How about a Coke?
Mike, don't people tell me
if it's a glass bottle from Mexico and it's real deal, it has to be real. Can't be fake.
Mike, don't people say about me how I look like I'm a serial killer?
Let me address one thing.
Wait, Beast, hold on. Beast, hold on. Abe, go ahead, real quick.
Don't people say about me when I'm in my car I look like a serial killer? What the fuck is this guy?
Scott Foster, you don't know who the hell I am, Sonny. I own over 35 world belts. I own 5 of the top corporations here in the United States, you son of a bitch. So either you shut your pie hole, or I'm going to give you a swift kick right in the old schnozzle. So if you don't like what you see here, pal, hey, you can go change the channel, or you can take a licking and get the goddamn stepping. Because, bitch, there's a new sheriff in town, and you don't like what you see here, get used to it, because I'm the baddest mother you know what, and you ain't nothing but a little turd who hides in pink panties, a pink skirt, and little high heels because you got no balls.
See, I thought you were going to say something like, keep on kicking. Like you could have rhymed it on that one.
The only thing he can't do, he can't lace my boots, carry my bags, and touch my jockstrap.
Fair enough. Tripping on acid.
So, Beast, what are you?
The baddest motherfucker walking the face of this planet.
Didn't you hear he has 38 world titles?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows how tough I can take pain. I've been through pain. I've wrote books on it. I've already experienced it. I've seen it. I've been through it. I know what it feels like.
So
it ain't no walking, no freaking
Beast, let me just get these credentials. Let me just get these credentials. You have 38 world titles.
35.
35 world titles. You own
including my own daughter. My own daughter has 5 because she was a cheerleading champion.
Okay, and then you own 3 of the top corporations.
5
of the top corporations. And then what was that last one?
You know how you work your ass off? You break your back. You break enough bones. You walk, you talk, you keep going. You strive to survive. You do it on your own term, and you do it with blood, steel, guts, and even determination. And WWE doesn't need me because you know why? I don't need them. I'm old school, and I'm proud of that. Let me address it loud and clear for everybody's sake. Ronnie Dangerfield, Johnny Carson, Jay Leno, David Letterman. These are the guys that I live for. These were my guys that I like. Even the great Ed Sullivan. Mr. Ed brought him up a long time ago. The great Ed Sullivan. Nobody knew about that. Only I did because I watched Mr. Ed. And to all you blowhards that got no balls, take your ball, go in the back, and go hide under a table because you ain't got shit.
Top 5 things that Beast
your own bullshit behind closed doors.
Top 5 things that Beast ate today. No, I'm not going to do it. But that was my Ed Sullivan.
Yeah, I don't think you want to go there.
No, you wrote books too. You're also an author,
and I also have my own little friend here.
Well, there you go. What books did you write?
Let's see. Books, pain, submission, suffering, screaming for your last life, going on the road, learning things in life, traits, even tariffs, life, even getting a chance to watch the inauguration of Donald Trump being swarmed in like for 16 and a couple of years ago. Before we do anything, Scott Foster, let me give you a little hint. You couldn't lace my boots, carry my bags, touch a jockstrap, carry my bags. You couldn't even order shit for me from Instacart. So let me just say this to you, you jag off. You ain't got no testicles. The only thing you got is popsicles because you know who's your best friend? Tampon Tim in Minnesota. You biatch.
Would you change your name to Potbelly? That's what's still a real.
This is no Potbelly. This is gun control. This is all muscle, all might. Played football, played basketball, played baseball, field hockey. Got my ass kicked, but you ain't got no nuts. And to this guy over here, he needs a good swift kick in the ass because he ain't got no balls. The only thing he's got is his little yellow panties on and a yellow mini skirt and probably pink high heels because he's got nothing better to do but sit there and date losers from a gay male site called a grinder.
Damn, Beast. All right, well, Beast, we got to get to our game shows and do things like that.
One more thing.
Yeah, I'm going to give you your last word. I want you to tell us what's on your mind. This is it, Beast. This is your moment.
My moment in time is for 2026. We're going to see some changes coming up. We got more coming up. We got the draft coming up. We got more things coming our way. We got some surprises coming up. We got the World Cup coming up. We got preseason, which is going to be in August. We also got a lot of great surprises. So just hang on to your hats because this is only just the beginning. It ain't even the end of the beginning. We've only just begun. And if anyone don't like it,
that was the toughest I've ever heard that slogan ever said. Usually I'm like, he's only just begun. Beast said it. Oh, he had a complete different tone to it.
Yeah, well, I'm like Flair. I'm just going to tell it like it is. And we're going to tell it how it is. And I'm going to say it with no shame. You know what? All men are pigs. Yeah. Yeah. Well, my mom got brought 8 brothers here. You all a bunch of pigs.
Hey, Mike, can I speak on behalf of everybody here? Everybody, let's say it all together at one time. Does anybody know what the fuck is going on?
Oh, hell no.
All together, baby.
Thank you.
Beast, thank you very much for the call. We appreciate it as always.
Hey, this ain't no fat. Let me just say for everybody's sake. Jack is fat, no fat. His wife can eat no lean. So Jack ignored her fat, flabby tits and licked her ass so clean.
There we go. It wouldn't be a Beast night without a Dice quote. Thank you, Beast. Have a good one.
Holla later, player. Woo!
Okay.
You've now
there
met
are-
Thunderbeast.
I have zero doubt that there are young children behind him. They're like not on their own will.
Oh, you like in cages, maybe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like I have zero. Like what the fuck was that?
He looks like the offspring of Mel Gibson and Bam Bam Bigelow. I see more of a King Kong Bundy, but that's fair enough.
I'm so confused.
I know most of us are when Beast comes in and cuts his promos, but he comes in hot, and I like that. I like when people come in hot, Abe. All right. Well, we're gonna get to Family Feud. Before I let you go, Abe, your thoughts. Did you watch any of the U.S. hockey?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah. Dude, I'm not a hockey fan, but man, USA all the way. We were watching curling in the office. Like I'm all about this country. Like, dude, not that I feel bad for Jack Hughes and all that, but I feel bad that he's going through what has to be a super uncomfortable position for him, like doing all this media stuff, like just some dude that plays hockey and isn't media trained because nobody cares about hockey in this country.
Oh, come on. People care about hockey.
Yeah, no, they don't. The average person couldn't name 5 guys on that team.
Maybe the average person. You're right.
Yeah. Even I feel like I'm more than the average sports fan. I knew 2 guys named Kachuk more because of their dad. And I knew of Hughes and Dylan Larkin because of Michigan Detroit ties. But like, I never heard of that goalie until the gold medal match.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, did you watch Four Nations last year?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm not a big.
A lot of these guys played in the Four Nations tournament last year at this time. And I mean, we got so close during that, but I'll tell you, it was fine losing the finals against Canada in the Four Nations to get what we got this year, being the World Olympic Hockey Champions, USA, baby.
Oh man, that's gonna live with us forever. Like
it really
will.
Born
in 1980, like that. It's been like, what do you think? Like I didn't even realize like that was the last one. Like it's that crazy.
And Abe, the thing we spent 2 whole shows actually talking about. I mean, we've been talking about it since the end of the Jets season. I have been telling my audience, guys, get pumped for the U.S. hockey team because this is the best team we are putting out on that ice. This is the best chance we have to win gold since we won gold in 1980. And God damn it, I just had this feeling. I watched every single game. I don't care if I was at work, at home, or whatever. Every game was on. I watched some of the women too. They did awesome. I'm glad they won. I think it's even more sweet that we the women beat Canada in the finals, and then the men beat Canada in the finals. And all of the crying from the Canadians has just made it even sweeter.
The girl that scored the game-winning goal for Team USA, and I don't know her name. I'm not going to pretend to, but I do know that she grew up in the neighborhood that I live in and went to high school at the school my son's going to be attending next year, which is in my backyard.
Damn. That's pretty awesome.
Pretty cool. And so much Michigan, like here they talk about it a lot. Like obviously Jack Hughes went to Michigan. Dylan Larkin grew up in Michigan. A bunch of guys are Michigan-based guys. The girls team, a lot of Michigan-based gals over there. Like Michigan's just a pool for solid hockey players.
Real quick, Seymour says Joe Namath boned me up the arse in 1980. This is all I have to say about that.
Sorry, Mike.
No, it's okay.
I want to kiss you.
Seymour. Joe Namath banged everybody. That's nothing new.
Hell
He's
yeah.
a pimp. He's a pimp, buddy. Here we go. Here's some Joe for you. Look at that. Look at that. That's our boy. And all Bills fans can be jealous of that. And the piece of ass behind him that he was banging.
Hell yeah.
I don't even know. Dude, I always put up that picture and say it's like the girl he was banging. It could be just some random innocent girl who just happened to be in the picture. And I'm talking about
who he probably bangs.
He probably banged it.
Yeah.
I just hope it's not like his niece or something.
Who also he probably didn't realize and probably still banged.
And probably banged her. Gross.
It's only incest if you know about it.
I guess that's true. Let's see if I have any more comments here. I mean, I do. Any more questions for all of you guys or from you guys to us. Is Uncle Fester? Oh, Uncle Fester. That's a good beast. That's a good beast reference. Is this a football chat? I hate hockey. Hey, Sherwin. You know what the name of this show is? It's the Midnight Mike Show. And if you haven't watched enough, you'll know we're always a Jets show, but we're a variety show. You're lucky we're talking about sports because we're about to do a watch along of Family Feud. So you can see how many women Richard Dawson kisses. So this is a variety show. We'll talk horror movies. We'll talk, by the way, Scream 7 came out this weekend. I can't wait to go see that, which I haven't yet. We go all over the place. So if you want Jets talk, tune in for the first hour. It may go past that. Well, during the season, you know, it's pretty much Jets the entire time. But yeah, Sherwin, this is a different type of Jets show. You want a Jets show that will talk about like a minuscule part of something that happened during the week and talk about that minuscule Jets thing for 3 hours an episode in the off season? There are plenty of other great shows you could go to get that. That's what I will say. And this is another nowadays problem. There's no classic buildup, no USA versus USSR. I don't understand. Not understanding, because yes, I don't think that this Olympic team will ever get to the heights that the Miracle on Ice 1980 team will get, because it was literal college students playing the best hockey team in the world that had trained their entire lives to be hockey players. It will never reach that. But we still. How come I can't hear you? What happened there?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes. Say it again.
I was saying the guys in Russia then, they trained their whole lives, worked for the Olympics, where Americans, they trained, their goal is to play in the NHL.
Correct. And so the best we're going to get from that, there's never going to be another Miracle on Ice. Us beating Canada is not a miracle, but it damn was awesome. It was an upset, and it was a takedown of the hockey power in the world. And since it was the men and the women, we are hockey country now.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Because me and my family were more Summer Olympics than Winter Olympics people. But every time I watch the Winter Olympics, I go and I look and I go, I can be an Olympian. Because I watch curling and I go, I know that I can do that. I know I can scrub the floor. Why not me? And dude, I'm signing up for curling classes, dude. I'm shooting for the 2030 games.
I hope I see you there. But what I'm saying is that it's got to be harder than it looks. It's got to be. It's got to be.
My God, I hope so.
Because once again, sometimes it seems like the guys do it. I was talking about this with my father-in-law today. It seems so like cheesy and lame when they're pushing the thing, when they're down low and whatever, and it's all slow and graceful. And then all of a sudden it's like hectic. It's just hectic. And at points I feel like the sweeping doesn't even do anything. So once again,
dude, I got into all the research. I was learning the point scoring. I'm like, I'm all in. I told my wife I'm gonna be this Olympic athlete, and she told me you're a fat fuck and you're retarded, and that's not gonna happen. And so our marriage is stronger than ever. And and I'm all in on this Olympic thing. And by all that, he's never gonna do it.
Rusty Spooner says Namath loves holes and doesn't care what ones they are. That's the truth. That's the truth. All right, guys. Abe, you want to say hi to Metz before I let you go? Because Metz is going to do the feud with me.
No, I'm good. That guy's a wacko.
Let me bring on Metz 2128. How you doing?
Fine. Did a chili cook-off earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, my statement stands.
Did you compete against other? It was a chili cook-off. You entered your chili against other chilies.
Yeah.
How'd you do?
Tied for fourth.
Oh, okay. That was anticlimactic. You need to learn what button you're pushing there, Abe.
I hit two by I fat fingered it.
It should have just been.
Finished fourth.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Not fourth, tied for fourth.
4th out of 4, baby.
It was actually out of 8.
Hey, 50%.
Fair enough.
Guess a lot of people don't understand the subtlety of putting lamb meat in chili.
Monsters.
I could do any kind of meat in chili. Lamb, beef, you name it. You could put sausage in there. I don't give a shit. Chili's good no matter what.
True.
But anyway, Abe,
Spooner, it was not Scott Terman chili.
Oh, Scott Tenorman. It was his parents. Oh, bison chili. Look at Ali coming in. I could do that. That sounds good. It's probably expensive.
Yeah,
but
strangely enough, from what I could tell, the ones that beat me out had brown sugar in them instead of just regular sugar or spice.
I would always go with brown sugar and chili. I'll tell you that right now. Like that seems like that's what would fit in chili, because usually when you like when I do a meatloaf glaze, I've said this before, it's ketchup, a bunch of ketchup, brown sugar, and a little dab of yellow mustard. You mix it up, you glaze the top of your meatloaf with it, banging. That's Gordon Ramsay's recipe, by the way.
It just tastes too sweet for my tongue.
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. But Mets, let me do this. Abe, I definitely appreciate you coming on. Please try not to be a stranger, even though you have this studio, you have the arm, you have the mic, you have the headset.
It's like at one time I was actually a podcaster.
I know, man.
It's
you need
crazy.
to get. You need. We're here Saturdays and Mondays.
So I plan on being here Monday. Well, I'm still on my staycation, so I plan on being here Monday. The problem is the past few Saturdays, I picked up a second job doing some side security stuff. So I'm gonna try and sneak out of there and head to my my second studio, the car, during some breaks there.
Oh, we love that. We love when you come to us from the car. But
That's
Abe, thank you very much. It's time to do the feud with Mets. Have a good night. And like I said, just don't be a stranger, or at least keep up with us in the text messages and all that stuff.
Yes, sir. I'll see you, boys.
All right. Have a good one. All right, Mets. It is that
And
time.
other news, Marte just decided to sign a 4-year deal in Kansas City. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever, too. F it. I need to stop this poll, folks. Here we go. We're stopping the poll. Let's see what we got. All right. And of course, it is undefeated in the polls, and next week it will not be here. We'll bring in another game show. But with
I got an idea for it.
Hold on, 53% of the vote, Family Feud with Richard Dawson wins. Newlywed Game in second place with 22% of the vote. Nickelodeon Guts, 14% of the vote. And Supermarket Sweep with 11% of the vote. What were you saying, Mets?
I got an idea for next week. You ever heard of a show called Dog Eat Dog?
Dog Eat Dog?
Mm-hmm.
No.
It's not what it implies. It's basically a bunch of people doing some stupid challenges, and if you for an elimination style game with $50,000 or so on the line.
Okay, I mean, I'll check it once again. I could put anything in the poll, but it has to win the poll. That's the problem. Like, I'd like to do more Nickelodeon Guts, but the
Hardly
audience
anyone ever picks it.
Yeah, exactly. And what can I do? You know, so like I want to do what the audience wants me to do. And I'm hoping all of you guys are hitting that thumbs up button on your way in or out. It helps out the show. It is free. No super chats or anything tonight, Mets. That's a little sad. It's the last weekend of the month. I figured I'd get a few here, but hitting the thumbs up button and voting in the poll is free, and I appreciate that. And all the comments, obviously, that helps drive the algorithm and show more people that we are live. But it's time to get to the feud with Richard Dawson. Let's get this going. Oh, first I have to share the screen. I'm a little behind here. Share the screen. Family Feud. This is from December 21st, 1979. And here we go. Obviously, this was on Buzzer or Game Show Network or something.
Game Show Network of the early 2000s. I can tell by the logo.
Yeah, well, oh, there you go. Perfect, Matt. You got it. Game show logo, folks. I want you guys answering with us. We will pause after every question. We get in our answers, and let's see how many women the Cusick family.
Buzzer logo looks like this.
What'd you say?
The Buzzer logo looks like this.
Oh, yes, you are correct. And since I went back to the screen, I forgot that we can pop that in where you see more of me and Mets. So there you go, folks. But listen, this is not looking promising. Our record for kisses on the mouth still stands at 14. Now, the last one we did, Mets, we got out of nowhere. It bumped up high and got to like 10 or 11 towards the end, but we did not get close to the 14. And this does not necessarily look fully promising, as I see only is that two women? It looks like two women in this first family.
I
But
think
let's
it's 3
No, I think the one sitting down in the middle is a dude.
in the back. It looks more like
No, yeah, the lady. I think of the lady in the back in the white, and then the lady in the front in the blue.
Oh, okay.
I think the rest are men in suits. As a matter of fact, one of them looks like Wilford Brimley.
Who?
Wilford Brimley, the diabetes guy.
Oh.
All right, let's see what the second family looks like.
And the Beau Chef.
Come on, Beau Chef.
Charity.
Oh, 3 women.
Bob, Faith and Gordon. On your mark.
On your mark.
Let's
start
the family
Feud.
feud.
Oh, and it looks like, yes, I did say December 21st. You can see the Christmas decorations. Now, keep in mind, folks, when Richard Dawson asks them the first question, we are going to pause. And me and Metz are going to throw in answers, and then you guys throw in answers in the chat. Usually Scott and Sir Luca and Ali and Brian and all you guys, usually we beat the families on the Family Feud.
But
so that's
keep
what
in mind, audience, you got to keep it appropriate to the time. So basically, around the holiday season of 1979.
Correct. So if they said name a top pop artist, you couldn't say Taylor Swift, right? Wouldn't apply. So
Good, because the show had gotten to that point where we couldn't stop. We had to do it because they had a chance to win $5,000. Of course, our family didn't embarrass us. I think they got 102 points between them. But anyway, it was just one of those things. We had to do it. And we also thank our audience here that we bribed by keep giving them $25 each, as a matter of fact. Anyway, we thank you, and it won't happen again. Here's the chance. Jeez,
what the hell happened? I missed that whole thing because I was pausing and explaining the rules, but apparently something happened with these families and they had to basically restart the show and give them each $25, which, by the way, back then is probably 100 now, 150, but divided amongst 5 people. Like, what can they all do? Go to the Dirty Dog stand and get a dog and a soda?
Hi, little darling.
Hi.
There's one.
How you doing?
Hi. We got something for you down here.
You got
Now, wait, I thought I saw one on the way in. I have to go back and check this out. That's what are you listening to? I just heard somebody call somebody a son of a bitch. Mets.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, gee, thanks for being my co-host on this. I asked you a question and you have no idea. I just heard somebody call somebody a son of a bitch.
Oh, I'm watching all this turning and telling Drew that there's going to be consequences for sticking his nose in the elimination chamber. And the consequences are this Friday, he has to defend the title against Cody, whether he likes it or not.
Okay. And Scott says, did she
And the
just
winner
say
of that faces Orton at WrestleMania.
Okay. Scott says, did she just say she's got something for you down here? We'll check it out. But like I said, I thought I saw a kiss at the beginning, and I just don't want to miss any kisses because that's part of this game.
Richard Dawson.
Yes. So one kiss on the mouth already, and then he comes in, gives his little speech. Hold on, we'll get it. And look, we're paused on it. And then he kisses. So we're going to start off.
We thank you.
Immediately with 2 mouth kisses before anything happens. Good start. Good start, Richard.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hi. We got something for you down here.
You got
Oh, Scott.
I've still got my horse.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh, we were thinking something completely different, Scott. I know it was on your mind. I got something down here for you, Richard.
Yes.
What is
Oh, this is a Christmas card my children made for you.
your children made?
You can't read that, especially in no def television. Like, look at that. This isn't HD.
All wish you, Richard, a
there we
bunch
go.
of Christmas cheer and a Merry Christmas, because we're glad to be here. Here's your family. What are the names of your children?
Erica and Ricky.
And they're 31 and 32 years old.
That's right. I have Bob also.
That's really sweet, and I thank you. This is something I'll put in my pocket. Thank you. Very sweet. Just for that, I'm going to
That's on the
give
cheat,
you
folks. That's on the cheat.
$11,848.
Oh, I like that.
Let's make you sound.
Okay, this is my husband, Clark.
Hey, Clark, how you doing?
This is my son, Bob.
Bob?
My father, Joseph.
Joseph.
and my sister Judy.
Judy. Well, this is lovely. I better get over to the family over here because we've all been. How long have you been waiting back there to start this show? About an hour, haven't you?
Pretty close.
Yeah,
close.
So maybe
Hey, Richard's sure doing a lot of talking here, a lot of yapping. Like, let's get this show started.
Toity calls, so we better.
I'm getting ready to say
Our chef family, here they are. Welcome.
And again, that's three.
one
How you doing?
or three.
Oh,
Before we start the show, we're at 3. This is boding well, folks, especially if women decide to come down and do the final feud.
Bo Chef, not Bo Chef. Bo Chef, I apologize.
Boy, he gets close. He is a close talker. It seems like she's even like pulling off a little bit. Like he just keeps leaning in.
That's all
Let's
right.
meet your Charity. Let's meet your family.
Okay, this is my sister Hope, her husband Bob, my sister Faith,
You got a faith.
and her husband Gordon.
Her husband's going to watch her kiss Richard Dawson on the mouth.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Faith, Hope,
Now you
Charity.
can watch
Anybody
Harvey
else at
get
all?
it work.
Steve.
Steve, I mean, you could have had tolerance or peace. Faith, Hope, Charity, Steve. Well, what do you do?
We try.
Exactly. What do you do?
Me, I'm a student at Cal State Fullerton. I'm on the fencing team there, and in January, I'm marrying my coach.
Are you really?
That is so
Red
inappropriate.
flag! Red flag!
Dude, that is am I here? That is so inappropriate. And they're not even bringing that up. Like, I get she's in
She's a
college.
red flag, bitch.
I get she's in college and she's of age, but there's like a certain thing where coaches are not supposed to bang their students or their players or whatever. Jesus Christ.
Red
The
flag.
70s were different, Max.
Really? What's
I
his
know.
That's how I got on the team. Clayton Spada.
My
Wait.
mother could attest to that.
name?
Uh-huh.
I love that.
What was your mom in high school? My mom and dad graduated high
She
school in
married-
70.
She
What?
married her first husband, who was her professor in early college, I think.
Oh, do you know what years that was? Because like I said, my parents graduated in 77.
I'd say 73, 74,
Okay.
You ever
maybe
do- The
75.
Olympics, they have that, don't they?
Uh-huh. Clayton's, right about now, he's around 25th in the nation.
Is he really?
Yep, he was 18th last year, but then he got engaged.
That's right. Oh, well, it's tiring work. It's tiring. Well, on guard. Let's play the feud. Come on.
Here we go, folks.
100 people surveyed. Top 5 answers on the board. You got to try and find the most popular answer. Here's the question. Name an electrical appliance that's designed to be handheld.
A hair dryer.
No way. Toothbrushes, electric toothbrushes weren't around until the 80s.
You don't think plug-in ones? I
pretty
say
sure.
I'm going hair dryer.
Okay, hair dryers. What about a can opener?
I think the electric. We had an electric can opener, but it wasn't handheld. It sat on the counter, and you just kind of pushed the top down. I could also say a hair straightener, hair dryer, hair straightener. Why am I only thinking of things for women's hair?
Electric razor?
There you go. An electric buzzer or razor. I'll go with that. Real quick, hold on. Let's see what we're saying. Kiss me down there, and you will like it. Damn that accent she has. Is that good or bad, Joey? Because I'm not an accent person. I don't like when I have to have put on closed captioning to understand a person who's trying to speak English. Told you. I think we hit 16 kisses on this one. Well, we're at 3 before the game even started. I bet she can smell the scotch on his breath. You know what's funny? Scotch was big back then. My yaya, I don't know if I've mentioned this on the show. I might have. But my yaya used to drive around smoking Virginia Slims and had a Dixie cup of scotch. And she would be driving us around as kids.
Your grandmother?
My grandmother. Now, once again, this was the 80s, so it was a little different. Rusty Spooner, Richard is going to get that titty touch low key, LOL. Maybe they didn't have premarital sex. I wonder if she would play swords with Richard. What, meaning she would have one? He's drunk. A blender. Now, blenders, they do have handheld blenders, but I don't know if they had them in the
I don't
70s.
think if handheld immersion blenders were around in the 70s.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Vibrator, and they used to be plug-in back in the 70s. That's not bad. A carving knife?
Handheld TVs didn't really come about until the 80s.
I like carving knife, Scott Foster. A telephone, maybe, but they didn't really, I mean, they were stuck to the wall.
And clamshells didn't come about until the 80s.
Razor, mixer. I don't know about TV.
Like I said, portable black and white TVs, bulky bastards, but still, not until the 80s.
And a hair buzzer. All right, guys, this one's a tough one. This one's a little bit of a tough one. I still think I'm going to get the number one answer with hair dryer, but let's see. Here we go.
Mixer.
Mixer forever.
Okay.
Number
There
one.
you go. Oh,
An egg beater, of course.
I did not think. I was thinking of like blender. Of course.
You didn't think
Wow.
of a whisk or an egg beater.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay, we are playing.
Gonna play.
Yes.
Good.
We are
Bob
playing.
seems to want to pass all the time.
Sounds like you from
Let's
South
go back.
Africa.
Oh, I was going to go German
Well, South Africa has a lot of German people in it too.
because the guy all the way at the end who looked like Wilford Brimley, if you put one of those old World War I German helmets on it with the spike at the top, he would fit in perfectly.
Every time I look, Bob says, how are you, Mark?
Fine, Richard.
Very nice to see you. An electrical appliance is designed to be handheld.
How about a knife?
Uh-huh.
Electric knife.
Little electrical knife. Very
There we
good.
go, Scott. There we go.
Did you come up with something? I saw your head lowered there.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Certainly,
come on.
yes. Well, Robert, have you come up with something? There's a question. An electrical appliance is designed to be handheld.
Vibrator, come on, say it.
I don't know.
Nothing?
Strike one.
3 seconds.
Blender.
Yeah, blender is a good one. Yeah.
I don't know about that, buddy.
Exactly the same.
Oh, okay.
You want to say son of blender? Joseph.
Okay. That's okay. That's
How
okay,
you
boss.
doing,
Bye.
Joseph?
Here's
you know
the
you got
guy.
a strike. You get 3 of those, they get a chance to steal. An electrical appliance that's designed to be handheld.
Iron. And a good.
Iron.
Good answer.
Okay, an
You're a
iron.
good player,
I
Joseph.
can see that.
Electric iron?
Not only is he right, and he should get a point for this, but you're telling me that dude didn't fight in World War I for the Germans? Not Nazis, World War I.
I can see your point.
Like, look at that guy. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that guy looks like he assassinated Archduke Franz Ferdinand.
Very good.
There we go.
Very
Good, dude.
Hi, dude. How you doing?
Just fine.
What do you think?
A razor.
Oh,
Razor.
All right, you guys.
Any of our
see that?
100 people say a razor.
There we go. I also count
1
hair
inch
buzzer.
left, my darling.
How about a blow dryer?
That was what I said. Here we go to win.
Blow dryer something, you've got it all. If not, second strike, blow dryer.
Yeah.
Let's use it, try it again. We'll be back right after
There we
this.
go, folks. Oh, no.
The giblets will be in the gravy.
That's a Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah, we're going to have to go. Although I would love to watch these old commercials. I have shows planned where we're going to watch commercials from the 80s and 90s. So we'll save that for another time. We'll just move through. Wow, Geico. Because these are newer commercials. I got you. I was going to say Geico wasn't around back then. All right, let's get back.
Wow. Jenny Craig bars, 5 delicious flavors at a store near you.
Hold on. What'd you say, Mets?
That Geico was still around.
No, it is. But when I first saw it, I was thinking this was in 1979 commercials. And Pillsbury Doughboy would have been around in commercials in 1979, but Geico would not have. And then I remembered we're watching the Game Show Network.
Oh.
Yeah. So here we go. Let's get to the second one.
$93 there, nothing there. Let's go. Come on, Bob. Pretty good. How you doing?
There it is. It's 4. That's 4.
Well, 100 people surveyed. Top 8 answers on the board. The question is name.
And he kissed her there on the mouth. He still has to go to her side and go down the line. So I bet he gets her again. So here we go.
A gift mentioned in the song, The 12 Days of Christmas.
A partridge in a pear
5
tree.
golden rings.
All right, we got partridge in a pear tree and 5 golden rings. I mean, we could go through the song, but those are the first ones we think of. What do you guys got down here? Let's see here. Argentina has tons of Germans. I like what you did there. I like
10
what you did there,
drummers
Rusty.
drumming.
What?
Brian's got 10 drummers drumming.
There we go. So we're doing partridge in a pear tree, 10 drummers drumming, and 5 golden rings.
What's it? 12 drummers drumming. I always lose count on that.
10, 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords. It's 10 lords a leaping.
Oh,
yeah.
I always screw up after 9 ladies dancing.
French hens. We're gonna go with the French hens, the drummers drumming, the 5 golden rings, and the partridge in a pear tree. That's 4. I think they had 5 answers on the board.
8.
They had 8 answers on the board.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing? Why don't we just sing the song and get the answers? I'm not saying we sing the song, but like the contestants. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, come on, folks. Hit that like button. Show your support. Let's go through this.
Partridge in a pear tree.
Boom!
Number 1.
Hey.
We're going to play, Richard.
And a partridge with a trick knee.
Richard, how are you?
See you. Gift mentioned
All right, he skipped over. I thought he was going to kiss her again here.
in the song, 12 Days of Christmas.
Drummer boy?
Aha.
Oh, not drummer boy. I hope they don't dock him for that, but they could easily dock
They're
him for
going
that.
to dock him. It's 12 drummers drumming.
I know.
drummer to go. There you go.
Okay, they gave it to him. They gave it to him.
Hello, Faye.
5.
Bye.
Probably what they meant when they said keep the faith. What do you think?
Golden rings.
There we go,
Thank
Mets.
you.
Ah.
Good.
Golden ring.
Top
There
2
we go.
answers. Me and Mets, baby.
How you doing, man?
Four
It's mentioned in the
songbirds.
song, 12 Days of Christmas.
Now, this is why I have you, Mets. We just gave the top 2 answers. This is why I have you. Where's Sir Lucas? He in the? Oh, there he is. Oh, now we're just naming them all. We got 4 calling birds and turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. I hope Turtle Doves comes up because we got Sir Luca, Scott Foster, and Paul all coming in with Turtle Doves. Let's get Turtle Doves up on that board. I hope it's the number 3. That'll just show our
Maids
power.
a milking.
Ew.
The milking.
Did you see how he said it?
Yeah.
That was dirty. Here we go.
How you doing, man? It's mentioned in the song, 12 Days of Christmas.
Ew.
Maids a milking.
Dude, that guy totally tied up women and graped them. He is dirty.
Ah. 2 maids to go, please.
All right, we still can get that number 3, folks. Turtle Doves.
Okay, I think calling birds.
Calling birds, right? Calling
That'd be 4, right? 4 calling birds.
Yes.
birds.
We're getting Turtle Doves at that number 3. We're going to get the top 3 in this one.
These not these. I mean, the number is so small on these.
Yeah, it is. It's down to like 2 people said it.
Rolling along here. Move on.
2 turtle doves.
Here we go. Number 3.
Medium rare. Turtle dove. Very good. $93. 2 answers left.
Swans are swimming, geese are laying, pipers piping,
Lords of leaping.
thing,
Ladies dancing.
and the French hens.
All right.
You got no strikes. Gift mentioned in the song, 12 Days of Christmas.
Was there a kiss?
Come on, Bob.
A train.
A train.
Idiot.
A train. A train. So how did the song go? 8, a train. What?
It's a train. You fucking idiot.
So Bob is killing me. Like, okay, you got that egghead on the other side who couldn't even give an answer. That young dummy with the afro, and then you got Bob on this side.
Shoot him.
We say it all the time, Mets. Every family has one. Bob is theirs. A train.
Dumbass.
Okay.
An electric train.
Mets, is it me or is this way too easy? Because if you think about it, it's 8 answers out of 12, and you get 3 strikes, which would bring you up to the 12. So unless, it's almost impossible to lose this. And if you do lose it, that means there's one answer left on the board, and all the other family has to do is name that final answer, and they get it.
Yep.
Yeah, this one was a boner of a pick for the Family Feud people.
First strike. First strike, but a very good thought.
French hens.
Here we go.
Very good. Poulet. That's French for hen.
All right.
Well, I like to give these little pieces poulet. Let's all say it. Our French lesson for today.
Poulet.
Not poulet.
No.
Poulet.
Poulet.
Did you say French hen?
Poulet.
Yeah. Now, of course, a Spanish hen would be houlet, usually. But this is poulet.
Come with it, Richard.
French hen? Not that. I never liked them anyway. Gift mentioned in the song, 12 Days of Christmas.
7 swans a-swimming.
Aha! The swans are there, you're okay. If not, third strike. Swans! Not there. There are 2 gifts, unnamed.
You know what?
$93 waiting for you.
Dancers dancing.
Mets, this game was easily beatable unless you had Bob who said a train.
Lower him a fucking dunce hat.
Yeah, just give an answer that's in the song, Bob.
Dancers dancing. Dancers dancing.
Dancers dancing. They wouldn't be called dancers. It seems right there.
Dancing.
Dancers are there. You take a big lead in the game. If the dancers are not there, it's going to be a dead even game because you get the money. Dancers!
What?
How the fuck did these people not get this? Me and Mets and the chat just went through all 12 without a problem. And these people, they're German. They don't even understand the song. They're looking for 12 Hitler's Naziing or something.
Again. Number 7.
You knew that. I heard you saying geese. Reminds me, I've not gotten my Christmas goose yet. Number?
Drummers drumming.
Drummers drumming?
No,
we had drummers drumming.
Oh, piping.
Bob said drummer boy, and they gave it to him.
So it'll be Piper's piping.
Lord's leaping.
Said a geese. Okay.
And a radar oven, I think, was the only thing that we left out. We'll be back right after this.
And we'll skip through the ads and get to the next thing. Here we go. We're back.
Watch, that is, the new Newlywed Game tonight at 10:30 and 2:30 Eastern.
And the Newlywed Game, not the new Newlywed Game, but the old school badass Newlywed Game is always an option, folks. And I'm telling you,
have Bob Eubanks as the host anyway.
Yeah, they do. But I feel like in the 70s, it was a little bit more awkward to talk about your sex life on TV. Whereas in the 80s and 90s, it was that was just what you did. So there we go.
The game is dead even. The challenger's 93, the champ's 93.
And the doubles round.
This journey.
Oh, dude, I think we're about to get the 2 dunces. We're about to get the Afro dude, young dude in the middle versus Bob. It's gonna get interesting here.
God knows how many answers on the board. I think I saw 6.
Dollar values are doubled. 100 people surveyed. Top 5 answers on the board. Here's the question. Name something that people sometimes fall asleep right in the middle of doing.
Watching TV. Watching a TV, reading a book. What else you got, man?
Office work.
Right at their desk or at home at working?
Both.
Yeah, Scott's got it. Dumb and Dumber. What are their answers going to be? I'm ready for this one.
Or sitting in taking notes in a class.
Here we go. Reading. Damn right, Rashad. A book. Right, Sir Luca. Oh, but doing your taxes? Oh boy, listening to music, great one. So we got watching TV, reading a book, doing your taxes, listening to music, sitting in class. That's a good one. I used to fall asleep in class often.
Playing video games.
Sir, they didn't play video games back then.
They had the Atari, didn't they?
I don't think so.
79. The Atari came out in 77.
Okay, they may have had an Atari, but I don't think it was popular enough for people to be playing it and falling asleep. And it wasn't even the Atari like 2600 or whatever it was. No, I think it was the original.
Oh.
Or maybe the Commodore. Maybe they had the Commodore.
That's a home computer system, and that didn't really come out until the 80s.
Getting a BJ. Yep, I did that. Oh boy, I bet she wasn't that good. Smoking. I think we're pushing it with smoking and drinking. I think our best answers are watching TV, reading a book, listening to music, sitting in class, and maybe doing taxes or doing office work. Those are what we have. Let's get this going. Hold on, let's see. But no, sorry, sex is not going to be one of them there, Sir Luca. Your other answer was better.
Watching TV.
TV!
All right.
Number one.
Oh, that's the number one answer.
We're gonna pass it, Richard.
Hey.
We're gonna pass it, Richard.
Are you really?
Wait, wasn't his whole family saying play?
This kid's an idiot.
Oh my God, we're going back. We're going back. I think his whole family was telling him to play.
We're gonna pass it, Richard. We're gonna pass it, Richard.
Are you really?
Wow. Is that a dumb answer, you think? Does that just screw this family?
What a dumb fuck.
Him and Bob, man, I don't know. Like, this is getting out of hand.
Somebody shoot these two dumbasses.
Are we still at 5 kisses, right?
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
I have a feeling that Dad is very upset with you, young Robert. You're going to. They all said play, and then Robert took it upon himself.
Oh, did you see that look of death his dad gave him? He was so ashamed of him. Oh, let's rewatch this,
Dad is
folks.
very upset with you, young Robert.
Watch right here. Watch right here.
They all said play, and then Robert took it
He's
upon himself.
so pissed off. Oh, man. And if you're German, you can't do shit like that. He just let his whole family down.
Who'd blame him for being mad?
Oh, yeah, I'd be pissed too. Grandpa's about to shank him.
They're going to pummel him now.
Yep.
I love to see him pummeled. Name something that people fall asleep right in the middle of doing.
Reading a book.
Okay.
Reading. Look. Now look at Rashad come through.
Church.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's up there.
I mean, that's fair. I fall asleep during the sermons
Listening
too.
to the radio.
Radio. Okay.
Okay.
Not Foster.
Plenty of our 100 people said radio.
No way.
Charlie, something that people fall.
Scott, I am with you on this one. I do not know how listening to music or listening to the radio is not up there. That's shocking.
Sleep right in the middle of doing.
I used to fall asleep when I would babysit.
Okay.
That's good.
That's not good.
What do they say? Where are the responsible babies coming from?
Let's hope the kids were asleep already. Jesus Christ.
Not from home. Babysit. Nope. Second strike.
Okay, Bob. Come on, Bob.
All right.
Oh, it's down to Bob.
In the middle of an airplane flight.
Two-part answer.
After a train, I'm gonna say this is Bob's best answer so far.
I'll throw him a fucking bone here.
Yeah, we'll give you this one, Bob. At least it makes somewhat sense.
Yeah.
It could be up there.
Sometimes we have seen 2 or 3 people at the tail end of an airplane. They've been asleep. So the middle sort of narrowed it down. You added the word flight. It seemed to be perfect.
Okay.
All right. Middle of an airplane flight is there. You are okay. If not, third strike. Music's got a chance to steal. Airplane. Not there. 178 right there. What do you say?
Movies, Mom. Movies. Movies. Studying. Movies. Studying.
We got studying.
Answer.
Listening to music.
Something people. Okay, what is it? Name something that people sometimes fall asleep right in the middle of doing.
Studying.
I need an answer.
Riding in a car. 80.
Okay, I'm gonna say studying for my
Studying.
sister's
All right.
sake.
Studying, say you get the 178. If not, we're going to give it to Charity and her family. Studying!
What?
Got it. I don't know.
What the hell could these answers be?
Number 3.
Number 3.
Movies.
Somebody in, was it Dumb Kid on the other side said a movie? Somebody said being in a
I
movie.
think it was them.
Moment by moment. Number 5.
No, that's wrong.
Hey.
Holy shit, Sir Luca. Holy crap. I just was like, Sir Luca, get the F out of here. I completely blew you off and underestimated you. I stand corrected and will never question you again. Jesus Christ, that was incredible. There you go. That's awesome. And you got movies. Damn, Sir Luca. You are our like a hidden gem right now. At most weeks.
276. 93.
We're going right to this.
Bob's remark. He said, how do you do that? Well, sleep during sex. What's the world coming to, Joseph? Now, the dollar values are doubled. This could decide it. 100 people surveyed. The top 4 answers are on the board. Here's the question. Name something that is settled in a divorce settlement.
The house.
The house.
The finances. Do you know, Mets, I saw a divorce settlement from back in the 90s. I think you could check it out on YouTube, where a couple had to bring all their Beanie Babies into court, and they had to divide them up because this was when Beanie Baby people thought they were going to be worth something.
They turned to be useless.
Yeah, correct. But in this divorce settlement, they actually have video, and you can see it on YouTube, of them dividing up their Beanie Babies in front of a judge. It's bizarre, but that's not going to be up there. I say house, finances. I don't know what else from that point. I mean, that's like, I guess finances covers a lot. Oh, kids. Okay, custody. There you go. Brian, custody. Rusty, kids, custody. Scott, kids, custody. I think that's maybe your top answer. The car, alimony, that's finances. Car, boat. The dog, interesting. Nobody in there put a house. Is that because I said it, or I don't know? Do you guys not agree with me? Let's go. Let's see what they say.
Yes.
Alimony.
Alimony.
There we go. Okay, it's there. Alimony.
2 answers will beat it. What do you think? Something settled in a divorce settlement.
Ownership of like the house. Good. Who gets the house?
There you go. Home.
Who gets the house?
And vacation home. Number 1, 3 number 1 stay. I didn't get I didn't get the first number 1 in the first game, but since then I've been on point.
Okay. Gordon, something is settled in a divorce.
Keep away from Bob.
Settlement.
Who gets the children?
There we go. Kids, custody. Hell yeah, guys.
You'll be the champs. What do you say? Got 3 seconds. First shot. Well, she's just got engaged. What do you think? Something settled in a divorce settlement.
How about child support?
Okay. That's good. Child support's there. You are the champ. If not, second strike. Child support.
Strike 2.
No, there it is. We got it. I figured that they would have, as Family Feud goes, I would have expected them to put alimony / child support under one thing. I know it's different, but it's still payments to the wife from the husband. So, but still, hey, they got it. They won.
All righty. $93 there.
What is Bob doing high-fiving anybody? He is a detriment to this team. He didn't help them.
Yeah, but we added to $11,848, and we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Same to you.
Oh, was that on the mouth?
I think so.
$93 there, but we added to $11,848, and we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Evan.
So now to tie, we need 7 kisses on the mouth, which is not impossible if 2 women come down for this final feud. Let's see.
Come on.
Only one woman.
Hope's going first. Gordon going off.
We got 7 anymore before the break. Hey.
I know you were really hoping to catch.
All right, that's 8 mouth Richard Dawson kisses. We're about to come back. Now, folks, during the final feud, I just kind of yell things out. I don't stop after each question. It's a little too much, but we'll kind of go at the end and agree or disagree with what she said over her 5 questions. Let's get it going.
Your brother-in-law, Gordon, is off stage. He can't hear us. He has earphones on. Give me 15 seconds, please. That's the luck.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Richard. Thank you. Damn, he is a pimp.
Here we go. Name something children are told they are not old enough to do.
Drink? I don't know.
Why are doctors using these strange pouches to eliminate disease spread?
Name something that kids are not old enough to do. I don't know. Well, yeah, but I mean, I think he's talking about little kids. Like,
Smoke.
yeah, smoke. I mean, I feel like that's once again a little older. I think they're thinking younger, like use a knife.
You drink from a mug.
Beer.
Back up.
Not to mention them.
Name something children are told they are not old enough to do.
Drive a car.
Something you drink from a mug.
Coffee.
Beer.
Something specific people make from kits.
From what?
Airplanes.
Something that jumps.
Yeah.
A frog.
A rabbit.
Any holiday.
Christmas.
Turn around.
All right, I agree with Christmas. Beer out of a mug. She's thinking of a Stein. You got to go coffee, tea on that one. The kids one is a tough one. What were some of the other ones there, Mets?
Drive, smoke.
No. Other questions that I'm not thinking of. That
Name
he asked.
something that people make from a kit. She
Oh, a
said
kit.
Yeah, airplanes, model trains, cars, that sort of
Yeah,
thing.
model like ships or dinosaurs or something like that. What else was there was one other question in there. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Name something children are told are not old enough to do. And you said drive. Survey said.
Okay. So maybe our like drinking and smoking thing was not a bad answer.
Something you drink from a mug. You said beer. Survey said.
What?
Again,
Okay.
it makes sense. It wouldn't be until years later where mugs got replaced by. If Richard is using steins and mugs as one and the same, it would make sense.
It has to be because a Stein is not a mug, and Steins have been around forever. So they must be considering a Stein a mug because that's when I think of a mug, I think of a standard. I don't know. I don't even have one around, but a standard coffee or tea mug. Like that's crazy. Oh, Scott got drive. There we go. Smoke. Sir Luca would drive. Smoke again. Beer mugs are popular though. Once again, I don't consider a beer stein the same thing as a mug. I think that's where I'm off. I think that, and then I yelled out Christmas. We got Thanksgiving, Easter. Beer mugs are popular at bars. Really? Yes, correct, Scott. The German lady would have said beer stein. Absolutely agree. Okay, so I guess yeah, okay, maybe they're counting them as the same thing, or no bar I've ever went to handed me a little mug that said like world's greatest boss.
Something specific people make from kits. You said airplanes. Survey said.
Okay.
He's kicking ass.
Something that jumps. You said.
Oh, I said frog.
Rabbit.
Survey said. Great.
Okay.
And then any holiday we asked, you said Polly. Little plug for my friend, Polly Holly. You said Christmas.
Survey said.
And our survey said.
We have 5 number 1 answers out of that.
And Mets, I'll tell you right now, with only what 28 needed.
27.
What is it? 172.
73.
Oh yeah, okay, at the top, 173. I was looking at the bottom here where it's a little blurry. Okay, so if this person screws, thank God it's not Bob. That's all I'll say. Thank God Bob is on the sideline for this one. But they should easily get this, because with holidays, how easy is it when he says Christmas and they go him to say Halloween, Thanksgiving, or Easter? I feel like that's almost enough to eat any one of those to get you the points alone. And by the way, I saw this too. A glass beer mug like Homer Simpson drank. That's a pint. Like that's a pint. I guess I'm not disagreeing with you. I just don't consider a glass pint mug the same as a mug. When I think of a mug, I think of a little ceramic mug. That's just me. I'm wrong. I don't think I've ever seen the first person get to 173. I've seen a few people get this close and blow it. If it has a handle, it is a mug. I guess. So would you guys consider this? This is a NFL glass from, I want to say, the late 70s, because the Bengals logos were still helmet. Is still where it says Bengals. Can you guys see this? It's from the 70s.
Vaguely.
Okay, but would this be considered a mug because it has a handle? It's big. I don't know. Yes. Okay. That's absolutely a mug. Yes, that's a mug. Okay. All right. I mean, majority rules, right? Majority rules. Let's go. Let's see what this other person does. And another kiss on the mouth. That's 9.
Come on, Gordon. Let's go. I need 27 points. 27 points away. I'll ask you the same questions that I asked Hope. You cannot duplicate her answers. If you do, you hear this. I say try again. You give me another answer. Okay, champ? Got it. Okay. We wish you luck. Please remind everyone the answers Hope gave us. 20 seconds on the clock.
They better win this.
Name something children are told they are not old enough to do.
Date.
That's
something
a
you drink from a mug.
Beer.
Again.
Okay.
Milk.
Something specific people make from kits.
Paintings.
Something that jumps.
Okay.
Frog.
Any holiday.
Frog.
New Year's.
Turn around.
At least one of them is going to get those 27 points.
I don't see how they don't get the 27 points, but I feel like Thanksgiving, Halloween, and Easter would all go over New Year's in points. I don't know.
So you have 2 earrings. Uh-huh. You're very wealthy? Or?
You know who this guy kind of looks like? Oh, what's his name? The guy from Weekend at Bernie's. Not Bernie Lomax. He's very famous. He was in the Brat Pack. His facial
Andrew McCarthy?
Yes, Andrew McCarthy. He looks like his facial tics and everything look like Andrew McCarthy. I'm going to go back a minute, and people who know who I'm talking about, just look, and he looks like Andrew McCarthy.
So you have 2 earrings. Uh-huh. You're very wealthy? Or?
Yes.
Oh. Well, my son has 1 earring.
He's not as wealthy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then again, you're not my son.
That's true.
It all works out. It all works out. Something children are told they're not old enough to do. You said date. You are 27 points.
Could do it.
$5,000. Survey said.
Okay, closer.
Drive was the number one answer.
What?
Drive. Something you drink from a mug. You gave Pat Boone's favorite answer, didn't you? No.
Beer was
Pat
number
Boone
one
said,
answer.
Hey,
Yeah, it was.
I would have said coffee.
As for not inviting me to the wedding, Pat, you're
0.
14 points away. Survey said 0.
Ooh.
Beer was the number one answer. Something specific people make from kits. You said
I agree, Rusty. Frog should get it.
paintings. You still need 14 points. Survey said
0.
0. Airplanes, number one answer.
Okay.
Something that jumps, and you said
That's a good one.
ribbit.
This should do it. Come
That
on.
old frog is worth 14 points. You're able to get 4 more earrings. $5,000.
This should do
Survey
it.
said.
Oh, number one answer. All right, now we just watch out for any. Oh, here we go.
No, just a group hug.
Sometimes you get some kisses here. Nope. Nope.
Nobody told me which file do I take it from.
Sammy Davis Jr.
When
He
the hell did he
hosted-
host the show?
It was probably a guest host, but I'd like to see that episode. I'll be honest with
I'll
you.
look it up.
What is this a commercial for? This dude's asleep. I'm very interested to see what this commercial's for.
Pullover. A fleece pullover. Absolutely free with your gift subscription.
For what? Like, is your husband always sleeping when he should be doing something? Then get.
Men in your life love
Found it.
sports like he does.
December
I have to show you the
27th,
absolute
Hold on, hold
best
on, hold on.
holiday gift you could give this year. Shh. First, he gets a year's worth of ESPN, the magazine. His
Okay.
hands down absolute favorite sports magazine of all.
Is your man lazy and just always watches sports? Then you're going to want ESPN magazine with a free pullover and a football phone. Now, granted, I know
It
that.
was the episode Sammy Davis Jr. hosted was September 27th, 1979.
Oh, so it was only like a month or two prior to this
A
episode.
little less than 3 months, but yes.
Okay. All right. All right, here we go.
ESPN magazine.
We're at
and
9,
free
by the way,
pullover.
folks. We may get a few more right here.
1-800-719-9696.
I'm really proud of you. You got $5,471. Good way to go into Christmas. They can win more the next time we get together here on the Family Feud. Good luck.
Some department
Come on,
stores are
Boston,
busy from
do
Kenny
it.
Hughes, a great selection of
Oh.
fashion footwear. Kenny stays in step with America.
I hate when they cut away. You know he's just making out right now. God damn it. I want that. The Daisy. Look at that camera. Look at that camera, folks. That is top. That is state of the art. Top of the line. You want a random leather wallet? Here you go. All right. I'm just saying they got to go back. Come on. Give.
This is a heads up. Sammy doesn't kiss. He does hand shakes.
Yeah, no, I actually think I heard that Sammy Davis Jr. actually has like a touching thing. Like, I'm not sure. I may be talking out of my ass.
Mad, right? Isn't he dead?
Well, yes, he's dead now. But I definitely, it is what it is. What does it say? Beast has 2 of those donut makers. I want one of those donut makers, Scott. I'm going to be honest with you. Mets, thank you so much. We kicked ass tonight.
Yep.
Another successful feud from myself, Mets, Sir Luca, Scott, Rusty Spooner, Brian. Who else was in here? I think that was our main team tonight. Ali left us. Shame on you, Ali. Where the hell were you going? Oh, and Rashad was in here. Guys, love playing the feud with you. Mets, have a great night, buddy.
Night.
All right. Well, that is it. Ladies and gentlemen, as somebody said earlier, and I think it was Brian, This was one of the best first hours of the Midnight Mike show that we've had in a long time. And do you want to know why that is? Because there was actually Jets news to talk about that we were excited to talk about. Jermaine Johnson going to the Tennessee Titans for Tavondre Sweat, and it was a great trade. He's younger. He clears up cap space from Jermaine Johnson, and his snaps to pressures, when you actually look at it, the percentages are way better than Jermaine Johnson's. He's a run stopper. That's what we need in the middle. Go back and check it out. Me, Maddie, and Honest Abe go through it, and I had a great night tonight. Please hit that thumbs up button on your way in or now on your way out, and I appreciate all you guys being here. I know it's going to snow a little bit tonight, but we're only supposed to get maybe a half an inch. Let's hope that we get no more than that for the rest of the winter, and get that. Maddie said, what, it's next week or something like that? The times change and everything. Let's do it, guys. Let's get to spring, because I can't take this anymore. And I'll tell you what, Scott coming in, gets a Jets chant. Jets, Jets, Jets. Scott, the videos are for $10 or more. But if you remind me on Monday night, I'll give you a Kenny O'Brien. Just remind me. I appreciate all you guys being in here. Good job, boys. Thank you, Sir Luca. Thanks. Thank you, Rashad. You're awesome, Mike and Gangrene fam. Guys, you are awesome. I have been loving doing these game shows at the end of a night, especially when we had great Jets talk for the first hour and a half, and then we get into some fun family feud or something like that. This is a show I want to be remembered by, especially in the off season. Hell yeah. I am Midnight Mike, and I can't wait to see you next time. Oh, and that's Monday night, so join us.